most of it goes towards the interest, right? Now, when you bring it down a little bit more, you can have one extra $10, $5,000.
Yeah.
Figure buy some oxtail or curry goat.
Yeah, I carry the kids to the park and buy them ice cream.
There you go. You say, boy, me save one little money, make me have a nice dinner this weekend.
Simple. 159 billion more the government.
You know, and they refuse to, well, I don't expect them to, but somebody who is an accountant, don't bring the argument forward. Don't bring it.
No,
let you, Richard, do something like that. Who don't know who, according to him, when people them saying can't read. Let you, Richard, do that.
Ingram is too biased to even accept that, much less to explain it. And I do not think he understands even to explain. But Ingram is claiming what he's not.
You know,
he's claiming to be educated, but he's not.
What did what's his name said? Anne-Marie Vass said that then beautiful speaking words.
Beautiful.
Can't put food or explain things properly.
Oh, this morning me Ingram pan Dutton live. I mean, Iman bias him by Iman is like I don't know if PMP wrote in him. Him can't say nothing good are going in our country. When Dutton play the tape, when Mark and I say how everything I got. Iman say I get Andrew get the country like that.
Me say the whole of them are line up. The whole of them have to line up to get some kickback. Then me say then why get me say oh no, but then better go start by Pepsi Bismol now before I run out. Because then why excuse my language shit like whatever your name when Andrew win the third term. Some of them going to have a heart attack.
Well, always some of them if fight some of them are put up still in them can't see it. I say them no they're not going to win.
Well yeah, but all who they fool themselves. Then better go buy the Pepsi Bismol and better have one doctor and call.
Well,
You know, Miss
Golden sound like he conceding anyway. Like he already said we're gonna lose. It don't look like so we have to fight hard. Well, he should have came out like, okay, if I was running and I was in his position and me feel like say, you know, things not go in the right direction, I'd have came out and said, you know, like hyped it up even more. Say, all right, we look like we doing good. Like, you know, hype it up, like make it look good. Like say, all right, people, we're gonna do good. Just keep fighting, keep, you know, and bring out your plan. You cannot try to get a job without being interviewed. You cannot try to get a job without people asking questions about what you're gonna do for me. How are you gonna make this organization better, this country, this Jamaica better? Like he needs to be interviewed. People need to call him out on the carpet and ask him questions. And I think one of the biggest things too, like young people, a lot more young people need to get involved. Like maybe even the vloggers, I don't know, TikTokers, like corner him and ask him questions, like at the press conference or whatever.
If you look funny, him we have a meltdown. Cause he heard him attack, you could hear in his voice.
Yeah, he sounds shaky.
Him shaky bad. So.
Panelists, give me a quick run, Miss Marcia. Panelists, remember when he and Dr. Clark met in the debate prior to the 2020 election, and when Dr. Clark start rubbing the man is like him just want to cuss too bad out of there and walk off of the stage. Just play that back in your mind. When Dr. Clark posed the questions to him, he couldn't even answer, him do a look aside at him. He already did it.
May I give him a benefit? Then we just throw one paper game, then they put him in a plan. He didn't know how God.
Not only that, and to what Marva said, if I didn't mean even though the negative may be against me, the positive spin me I put on that the question and then ask it to me, When me done, me convince all the dead. Trust me. Pass over to you.
Nah, jelly back up yourself, so man. No.
I say leader should come out, man. Is that a true leader?
Listen to me, man. You know, sometimes in this life we come out and what we mean to say, and the truth come out of our mouth without even realizing it. And maybe he wanted to say something else, but the truth does come out without him realizing.
Hold on, the master, let me do it.
Yeah, blessed. Oh, now go on with it.
Oh, gone.
Man, as morning, man. Me
Tap the
there.
screen. Tap up the screen, man. Tap up the screen. Get the man.
Jamaica, Rica, yeah,
there
go
upon
now, Rica.
Mallorca.
You know you're not stay long in a truck. Come up, yeah.
Yeah.
You
Me
can
nah
give
stay
my
there.
box.
All right, now.
If you like.
Me say one little something here. Me I look on who
That-
buy Mark Golden story. Cause when I look and I saw Mark Golden last week on the news and say Andrew Holness buy out a whole of the news media and him can get for carry over. No news. Oh, we in a Jamaica know how Gleaner, RJR, TVJ, CVM, nationwide, all them pick up for Mark Golden. We know all the NIA, we know all the civic society group pick up for Mark Golden. Why these people not take a trip come in a Jamaica come find out if Mark Golden really a lie to them and I walk a beg people money. I rob the people them in the name of politics. And I tell lie.
Delroy.
Yeah.
Enough of them can't come America. They don't have no airfare. They don't have no money to buy a ticket. So enough of them can't come. They don't come back. They can't come back.
That's true. Wait till election come and see much of them. Yeah,
so and not only that, them feel important to say one white man give them the time of day to come visit them. So enough of we still have that mentality to say when the white man shake we hand, we get important immediately.
The next thing I will ask, why these educated people take it done to folks them for fool? Or can a man, have you never hear a man a run for a post and cannot tell you in position when him come in, what am I gonna do? Him have to wait until the last day and talking about man a thief plan and people with educated sit down and let that garbage pass, reach the age of common folks.
That's right.
Yeah.
Mark Golden is so politically dumb that he thought that if he win the local government election, he may go farm the government. That's how dumb Mark Golden is.
It really sickening to know that. And then again, each time this when we poll film, when name again?
Oh, Dan Anderson.
Each time Dan Anderson do Mark Golden poll, them have it all over the news for 6 weeks, 4 weeks, 3 weeks, tell you how much Mark Golden is leading ahead.
About the poll, I never see a poll like everything that I poll give Andrew the thumbs up, give the JLP the only the vote who you'd vote for. How that makes sense?
I asked that one question all over. Why that makes sense? How you get that to become sensible? Physically said, if you are saying Andrew is the best leader for the country, is the best man who handle the economy, is the best man for
did the poll like that, what they want to say is that
All right, later,
he is more. What they want to say is that he is becoming more popular than the prime minister, or he's more popular than the prime minister.
No, but the poll shows the prime minister leading that. Yes, it could be that.
No, but otherwise from that, it still show you the people are more confident in him if he should become if an election should call.
Oh.
It's a whole psychological thing they are trying, but it is not. What they don't understand, every direction they go, when they're trying to trick the people, it is not working. in their favor. And that all thing when he went overseas and he's crying and saying that the media is not giving any publicity. They know what they are doing, because actually there were several photos out there with just the persons in the RJ thing there. Vest in front, standing in front of him, standing in his surrounding. Search for those now. You don't see them nowhere on social media.
Jamaica, man, let me tell you why problem. The problem we must feel in the local government election, before the local government election, we can't hide it. Him would have a buzz where anywhere he go, him get a good turnout. We find out now him can't even, him not care where him going, can't get a turnout. Him go a Clarendon.
Politics and sport. In your young days before you joined the church, you used to gamble.
No.
Anybody used to gamble, no say. When you are gambling, you can't show your hand too early.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's what Mark and the PMP did. They showed their hand early, then gamble. They were confident, and I am sure of this 150%, that they thought they could have forced Andrew to call an election.
Yes.
So then
or force him to resign, or force the party to turn against Andrew.
Yes. And force the party to turn against him and push him out. And that was the goal. They went all in the corruption. They went all in. Right? Everything, when they win, when Mark Golden announced him win local government election, all in, demanding resignation, demanding this, demanding that. Luckily, the Jamaica Labour Party had a very, very sound and strong back leader, went back broad and his skin thick.
I still, man, let's see, big up yourself, man. You know, me think.
Yeah, man. In back broad and his skin.
Chuck, beg you a minute there to carry out this for ask Jamaica something and then me head back to the work. I wanted to ask the Jamaican and the diaspora the reason why they wanted to give Mark Golden a chance, and we had already see who is Mark Golden. I'm asking Jamaica, why you want to give Mark Golden a chance when we had said Mark Golden is the man of FinSac, and we hear what FinSac have done to Jamaica.
They're right.
Why you coming off? Beg a minute, Chuck. Why you want to give Mark Golden a chance when we hear about KSAMC money? Why you want to give Mark Golden a chance when time we see that in a Mark Golden very constituency, a staircase tear down, and Mark Golden take up over 30 million, which $2 million gone backdoor deal our foreign country.
2 billion Jamaican.
Take up Ghana Barbuda in a backdoor deal. That's the opposition leader upset with it. Instead, he go up front. How can you give a man want to give a man that opportunity, a chance, when we know the corruption of Mark Golden? We see how corrupt he is.
One of the problems that Marky G face right now, and again, social media people have to stand up and take a bow, is that the PMP did package Mark Golden as new. Mark Golden is new, he's not done yet. Is we have to go back and say, no, this man not new, this man was there during FinSac. This man is one of the major beneficiary. You know, you see anything in the mainstream media about Mark Golden is through the PMP? No. They all had him as new and different, him clean, him not do nothing.
And
But
I'm glad.
2007 coming up.
That's what I was gonna say. I'm glad you guys pushed back the other night on you, Richard, when he came out and said he was officially in politics as of 2007. I'm glad we did push back to say no. He was a shadow minister with Omar Davis. He was there.
Mark Golden in our politics almost between 30 to 31 years now. That simply means early, about 1990 to 1991. Mark Golding entered Jamaican politics. Go back and dig up 30 years, between 30 to 31 or 29 years. Give him between 29, 30 to 31 years. Mark Golding is in our Jamaican politics, and he was also in Senate. He used to be one of the men them who set rules, law, and order in a Jamaica. Right? And Mark Golding stand up in our parliament and try to file a motion, say he is a liar. And how comes you is a liar and you know that said while a case is in front the court interest, you cannot say nothing about it, and you say you're a liar and take to social media, take to the Gleaner, to the Star, to the newspaper, to TVJ, and come in complaining. Tell me true now. That if sister, that man is a criminal. He is a criminal. Good. KSAMC money. How can we give you a chance when we hear about KS over 2 months now, and up until now you don't come up and adjust Jamaica, but yet you want a chance from Jamaican and the diaspora? FinSac created to help people, and you use FinSac to help down people. So when we not going to talk about say it benefit labor right, it's supposed to benefit people, not to tear them down. So a little labor right, then we get the benefit of it, like Edward Siaga, who you want to talk about, and other people who you want to talk about. It's supposed to benefit, and that's why them benefit. Them didn't know the benefit of it.
Right.
Why don't you use it to tear down people?
FinSac rob Edward Siaga. FinSac never benefit Siaga. FinSac rob Siaga. FinSac take away Siaga's properties.
You mean Caranosa Garden, exactly.
Because I understand so what money did for pay. What money did for pay back and then take away.
Yeah. You don't understand a thing. You don't understand a thing, so no money never for pay no way.
That's nothing. Yeah. What they're trying to do is mix two different scenarios.
Yeah, so be careful. Yeah. You know them we go.
The fact is, you, Mark Golding admit in his own words that he was the financial engineer.
Yes, I hear that from him.
In his own words, during FinSac, he was the financial engineer. Right, and we knew that FinSac was a dismantling of our financial sector. Over 30 financial institutions went under, 44,000 businesses as a result. And Marky G and his friend Peter were two of the major beneficiaries at that place.
Yeah. Right. Jamaica don't buy into Mark Golding and him rubbish, sir. Don't buy into him rubbish because. So all right, let me ask a question. Like how him bash the Gleaner and bash TVJ and bash RJR and telling lies, say the Andrew Holness led government buy out the TV station and him can't get to put out him. He can't get to put out him logo on him and him plan to Jamaican people because the news media are barring him. How RJR and TVJ and Gleaner feel now?
Well, I think they need to address Mark Golding and tell him, say, in order for us to put out your plans, you actually need a plan.
As simple as that.
So then no come out and say no yet, all know.
Give us your one. Cliff, you said yesterday, Jen Cliff. Listen to Cliff, you realize that Cliff is right. They gamble, they put their hand out on this corruption thing. It don't work. No time I run down upon them, and every corner where them go, people are asking, what are you going to do? And he's unable to answer that question, so now he might cry victim. Now we run Ghana far and go sit down and cry victim.
So are you really believe that people
say that he will wait until Didn't he
Yes.
say that he was going to wait until it's close to election? He tells the people of Jamaica what his plans are.
Then, so I must buy into that.
Not them ask. If I find something to tell them.
Yeah, no, you, everybody.
But hold on.
Everybody. So we sit down and wait.
Yeah,
Yes.
but guess what it is?
And we
Guess
must
what?
buy into that.
But guess what? The poll comes out. The poll comes out showing that he's slipping badly too. That's number one. Number two, people are not catching on to say, well, why do we have to wait? Why can't you show it? Why do we have to wait?
Marcia, I was just being sarcastic when I
know.
said that.
Yeah, I
because
know.
it is rubbish, it is nonsense. If you have something to put on the table, put it on the table, let everybody see it.
Thank you.
Why are you waiting until it close? How is the country and how are you going to benefit if you wait until it's close to election time? How is the country and the people going to, what are we going to bank on? What are we going to say, okay, this is what he's coming with, this is what he has for us, this is what he has in store for us? Why should we sit and wait until it's close to election time?
Exactly.
We are set a ninkampu.
Exactly.
Why? And he also said Andrew Holness hungry for power and power hungry. How come the man who had the country in his hand?
But Delroy, yes, he is hungry for power because he's hungry to take us and keep us on a path where Jamaica needed to be all these years and what he wants for Jamaica. So yes, he would be hungry for power. I would be hungry for power. More than want nobody else get it. If me see you when drive the place down to destruction pathway, why I'm not hungry to keep it together?
But listen to this.
So we have to put a twist, Sorry.
Listen to this, Arcade.
And I'll come in after you finish.
Who is going to be talking?
You, Marcia.
Okay,
go.
Listen to this. Remember, during FinSAC, right? All they need to do was to buy the government bonds. Go to the golf club name trial and what the other one name? The golf club.
Which one? The one in Kingston?
Mm-hmm. Go to trial in Montego Bay. Go to the one in Kingston.
Mm-hmm.
Sip Hennessy and just relax. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's all they need was to do. The government was giving up to over 30% return on government papers, right? Only the Tapaнаris could get that. Poor Jamaican, average Jamaican who could afford it, weren't given that chance. Now that Andrew is in power, his money is dwindling because he had to close 2 offices. One in British Virgin Island, one is in Bermuda. His money is dwindling. So guess what? He now have to work. So the only way is to come back into power, to mess things up again.
Yeah,
so we have a FinSAC
because that's their objective. That's their objective, isn't it?
Is Nigel Purse them after? Them sit down and wait for Nigel's purse. We spend Nigel Purse.
All right. Well, we'll have to try to do as labor right too.
After Darkin can say anything you want to say now.
Hold on the Jamaica, man.
Okay.
I don't know truck here, this truck. You need to come out front there, class.
Mute everybody. Please, one UK, mute. Just call on mute everybody, one UK.
No,
mute everybody.
Hold on.
Mute everybody. Hold on, Paula. Just hold on. Listen. We already have this discussion, and one UK, you're running a program from morning. Look, man, I'm telling you this. The same time when I run program, right? We already discussed this. We already done with this already. When you're running a program and a distraction come on, keep them up. Don't care who make people beg. Because this don't make no damn sense. Right? We have this conversation on several programs, discuss this on several programs. Anybody will come and I start it, keep them off. That's what we need to do. And anybody that is on the For You page and listening to that hosting a live, when you're hosting your live and you're discussing the topic of the day,
which is the plan of what the party is doing. When you see this destruction come on, kick them off. Make people beg. It makes one person beg than several people beg. Right? So anytime you run in a program, have some structure to your program. When you tell them one time we are discussing the politics, but when them not something, they must stay on track, kick them off.
I think you're what you just did is ignorant, honestly.
No. It needs to stop. This needs to stop.
No, but it's not an argument. Nobody, if you listen before, there's not an argument.
No, you have first argument, Susie, because guess what? We passed and we started with agriculture, and we gone back to where you, Richard.
You, Richard, free to go on whichever program you want to go
but nobody
on.
asked a question. It was a question that he asked.
Hold on. Listen,
I read my argument because I'm this chapter over and
the argument is one UK, get back on topic. Anybody else that is want to stay on the argument, take them outside.
Yo, UK, may I jump off here?
Send me inbox.
When we go on, when we meet here, certain comrades go on JLP live, them kick them off, them run them now want to hear from them. Them want to hear from labor rights sympathizer who agree with them. That's
this was from last night.
Every comrade, brother, we're not talk, man. We're not talk to you.
We're not going on this.
You can't tell me what to say. You can't tell me what to say. It's not your life.
I think what Cosmo did.
It's not your life. This is not to run your own life until people for the.
You know, right? I believe I run the live and.
Mama finish that.
And I just go for the top.
Sympathize with labor rights. Me hear certain idiot you will go up on a labor right live Saturday and spend 6 hours and don't win not even one labor right and couldn't convert. Them have an independent.
That was a shout out to me, yeah.
And them 4 hours them couldn't convert. Lady. Them worthless. Them don't know the PMP plans.
I mean, did I hear up there, sir?
Come talk about comrades. Don't fuck up on.
Comrades, let's move right along and do the PMP business, please. Because if you're
going to no, I'm not finished. Are you the one? Are you not just? Are you the one alive? So they run up the mouth for 6 hours. Are you going to win no labor rights? May I tell the truth? You're worthless. You're going to learn.
So.
We're not even one labor right.
Politics. Play it over again, guys. We're not from you. Politics. Go back a little bit. Play it
Good
again.
day from yesterday, from last night.
Yeah, man. But we want the people there.
From last night.
Play again, politics. Play politics.
The argument is one UK, get back on topic. Anybody else that is want to stay on the argument, get them outside.
Yo, UK, jump off here.
Send me inbox.
When we go on, when we meet here, certain comrades go on JLP live, them kick them off, them run them now want to hear from them. Them want to hear from labor rights sympathizer who agree with them. That's how them do them things. Every comrade, we're not talk, man. We're not talk to you. We're not going on this. You can't tell me what to say. It's not your life.
I think what Cosmo did.
It's not your life. This is not to run your own life until people for the.
You know, right? I believe I run the live and.
Mama finish that.
And I just go for the top.
Sympathize with labor rights. Me hear certain idiot you will go up on a labor right live Saturday and spend 6 hours and don't win not even one labor right them couldn't convert. Them have an independent lady says she's an independent voter and them 4 hours them couldn't convert the lady. Them worthless. Them don't know the PMP plans. And so them have come talk about comrades. Don't fuck up on.
Comrades, let's move right along and do the PMP business, please.
No, I'm not finished. Are you the one alive? Are you not just? Are you the one alive? So they run up the mouth for 6 hours. And you couldn't win no labor rights. May I tell the truth? You're worthless. You're for read.
Who like when they tear up each other? But love when them war them one another.
You claim say you can't win independent vote and you spend 4 hours sat there gone, waste 4 hours and couldn't convert an independent voter.
Hear the kicker now.
Why you never come up with a convert the person? Why you never come
Comments
up
on
with
the
a program?
top. Don't make that youth tell. This youth is a man Chopper John and family.
Somebody talk. We just make one because the son away.
I'm gonna finish that. Man, you can. I'm gonna finish that. Me here,
the man running the program, make the man go here.
When the man you Richards are talking on Friday, you Richards agree with everything when he said. And when him come on the platform, them you Richards don't agree with him. So if a man Chopper John him cause not agree with, and Chopper John attack against the comrades them, and you Richards agree with him. You're a Lawrence for part 2, you Richard. You're not the true comrades. Yeah. Chopper John, your cousin, you're my fan. I agree with everything when say negative about the People's National Party.
You have a platform. We're not going to talk that platform.
We talk anything on anybody platform. Any platform you got.
You know what I'm saying? Mental push.
You're not a true comrade.
You know, so when you run your platform, you don't keep a
me I talk to you, man. Me I talk to you. I'm a pastor.
You're not a pastor. You're not a pastor.
For you, I'm not a pastor. You're not a pastor, brother. You're not a Christian. You're a sinner. I look woman on the platform. The woman well, I know you're fine.
You don't have no
woman when I want to hit up on the platform, I look heavy. He's a scumbag youth. Where?
Right, now go call my friend you Richards and try to console him.
I start the woman them at the
I go call my friend you Richards and console him.
Chuck, are your friend or your cousin? Make up your mind.
Manager Chuck, yeah.
I need Chopper to come clear the year. Chopper need to come.
Chopper cause the problem. Chopper talk in the public. Say when me I talk to you, Richard, me and him agree for everything when me say.
The one with Andre Stephen cussing out Mark Golden.
Is that
it real or is it just
no?
AI?
It's not AI.
That look like AI too, though.
I'm wondering. I'm asking.
I can't believe it.
It's from a little bit after the leadership race.
Yeah. No.
Because we can't believe it. That's it.
No, when them be do we want to do a Portland name when they take him out. Isaac, you remember when them be take him out?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's a long time. Them Isaac, a long time. The Rasta mix up in a bangarang, you know.
Yeah, man, when they go against you tell the DP out. But how the pastor so bad though if you're a pastor? Him not have no calmness in him and you not no shame. You come like a mongrel dog.
That them a PMP.
Pastor, bad boy.
It's PMP even before God to write
it. Man rub out you know? Man say you can't read.
Yeah. I have never called you Richard a dunce. In political discourse, I've never called you Richard.
None of us has ever done that to him, actually.
No, me call him dunce every day because Richard dunce. So if you don't know me, I tell him that's why I not like the kind dunce. Dunce bad.
Workless. In deal, him deal with him wicked.
Never call my friend you Richards and
invite him to come over. We will have to come over here.
Come over here, man. Said not over here, so not over here, so not over here, so
why not today?
You Richards can't come on this platform, yeah. No, that.
Good. You Richard, are you did a face with us?
Him did a try.
You goody?
Him did a try.
Just call your cousin.
Yeah, because it's where you jump out.
We didn't want to console
No,
him.
I was asked to leave, so I left. You Richards cannot come out about.
Okay, because I just came in the last part and saw what was going on. And there's
no, I know because of you Richards.
Goody, come on.
No, it wasn't because of him. There was another guy. I forgot his name. I forgot his name. He was so rude and despicable.
Goody, he's your fellow citizen. Come on, let's console the man.
Me and you Richards is no fellow citizen. That man is a scum and a pervert. I don't have nothing to do with you Richards.
So let me ask this question. Who then up on the live they look now? Did you feel like?
They said the horse.
The horse? No. The horse. No,
the reason why it's so aggressive to go in is a fox and a grape thing and can't get the goods and so on.
I suppose they're not coming in your inbox to myself because
I
don't want to hear from the card in a while ago. Jealousy, nothing else. Jealousy,
them are turn against someone another.
I would jealous about you Richards now. Pastor Ricky jealous of you Richards.
Pastor, yeah. I can't say you Richards, I look woman.
And you Richards look afraid because they look on the
me they ask who on the JLP live, a goody?
Me? I could have never me. Never me. I mix and mingle.
I go decided the couple of mine yet. So we did conversation with him. We are kissing and them, so I caused the whole entire.
That's a good and girlfriend.
Pastor, they go L back way. That's how I know.
I'm a could never be you Richard's girlfriend because me say this again, Shika. I would have prefer go down and say William Grandpa and give Derek Morgan for free. Damn, go to you Richard. You Richard sick the stomach. Honestly, I mean, I joke seriously. Him sick the stomach as an individual.
Don't you hear the Prime Minister speech today this morning?
No.
The Prime Minister basically repeated again. Talk to mothers, girlfriends, sisters, cousins. Talk to no son them. A man say, we think we have given you all a fair chance. Basically, him a repeat. Meet the judge or meet the maker. He never said it.
We agree with him
155
million%.
His words were very clear. His words are very clear. Him say, talk to no picnic them, talk to no man, talk to no nephew, talk to no grandson.
You
can't get up every day and read.
Him say there is no reward for crime. He literally said that. Him said there is no reward. That rewarded we have dismantled it. So I wanna give it up.
Well, my granny always tell me say folk can't hear shit and hear bap.
How will you get that from?
My granny tell me so.
But me sorry for you. You feel like a shame.
That's how they invite him over. I'm good to say no one console him.
You feel like a shame.
People.
Who hear all them deal with Vegas last night? He was on a live and let me tell you, those people were so friggin' rude. No man, no.
Vegas business.
No matter.
He no business with them.
No, he doesn't. But I'm saying, put politics aside. We're all one Jamaica. Why we think we have the right to be so disrespectful and treat each other like this? For what?
Because when facts hit them, that's what they do. When you're telling them the truth.
No, them give it to me too, because there's some lives like you're scrolling and you go, I think that a lot of them know my name. So when they say my name, they say when I dirty labor right here come, I could have care zero about them because from me I grow up the nasty set of people me say a PNP. You understand? The most chaka, them just love slum. So they can't talk to me.
The moment the PNP can win an argument, I'm going to tell you about your mother.
But you know, see, one of them style, what's your name? Charmian last night. Where him support Charmian?
A brander as labor, right?
Oh, Seabreeze?
No, one of them style.
No, Seabreeze.
Like him say, no want to lie, but instead you wicked this way.
Oh,
Hey,
me know
me
me
laugh last night
remember
till me
the
cry.
dirty one them. Remember him.
Goody me laugh
And jump
last
out
night till
the
me
box.
cry.
Jump out
Me
the
laugh
But
till
yes,
me cry
Sadiq, I think
last
one of them
night.
Sadiq or something.
Sadiq, yes.
Yes.
Me laugh last night till me cry. When G keeper, G
Why
keeper
Sheikah?
angle them over there. G keeper angle them over there last night.
Me dey on live last night until what time? Munchie and Renz.
Yeah, me did the pan it too.
Until me come off and then I got bed. Me never better go over thing there.
Get it still the live talk? Me say
Yeah,
Chuck.
man.
Me laugh.
Over 1
Chuck.
o'clock.
The live so long.
Hey, me laugh till me
Good
cry
time.
last night. Me say G keeper angry them over the angle try angry them one next one
And
of
they
them
keep my head
Winston.
not good enough.
One next one of them Winston company live I talk about say PJ was part of Gang of Five and this and that. So till me hear my argue with one man, the man I tell him to lock the door. Me say I troll him all night. Me say you go over on the bed yet? You lock the door yet? Hey. Last night funny so till man.
But you
I
can't.
just enjoy when they turn against each other. It's when they
Yeah.
start kick up and tear up them one another. It's sweet me.
You said
Andre
George,
Stevens with
George,
him
me
mad head.
Boy, me don't know. So far, me love Charmaine.
look out, you know. Gonna go see P. Diddy a cry out pan in life coming days. No look out. Can't tell me never telling you no look out.
Who is P. Diddy?
Alright. But you wanna go over there? You know that we don't go over there, so we don't go here.
Me can't go over there. Me never go cry out. You know them guys go put it on TikTok, but it will see.
Oh, name
I
P.
mean,
Diddy now.
the lawsuit there. The effort lawsuit the way I go get. Go God go with him. It's true.
The students will pay, don't worry.
Who said the thing there with Dayton Campbell stating that labor right control up the importation of goods into the country and only doing it with their family and close friends.
Well, I guess Mark Golden is a family and close friend of the labor, right?
Exactly. Sometimes him just try. What have you see with him? And just.
Dayton,
You see, this is the thing when we talk about them all the while. So them just feel to tell some easy, provable lies.
Yeah,
exactly. All we know by now is Mark Golden one of the biggest importer of goods into Jamaica. So that argument just can't make sense.
But the thing is, it don't make sense to you, Chuck, or the politics. But guess what? You have the dons them out there will listen to this garbage and run with it. You understand? They run with it and they convince because PNP supporters are those who are leaning towards PNP are easily convinced, you know. You just want to tell them some garbage and they're gone with it. Them for shut it down and people for come out and start tell the truth about them.
And the people who know the truth if you run over them.
Yep, and when Dayton Campbell talking, to him loud and coming like Mama Lashy, is so convincing. Him try to convince people with him bullshit at all times.
You know, Jamaica people don't love them style, they do.
Yeah, because the louder he speaks, he thinks it's the truth.
Especially
yeah, he thinks it's more effective it might be.
Man, I love when man act like that, you know. So a lot of people not really listen.
People are listening.
The louder he speaks, he believes that people will believe him. So it's the truth.
Yeah, man, him come out always. That's why them say empty barrel make the most sound, you know. That's where it coming from. You talk louder and you think, but you have sensible people out there.
He must go deal with Crystal Lee before him deal with that.
Exactly.
He must go deal with Crystal Lee. Crystal Lee run him out in hometown.
That's it. Oh.
I'm not ready.
And Peter have to go talk to Rhoda before he can talk to
Exactly. Exactly.
Anytime they mention
and Darrell, what's his name? Damien.
I forgot to talk to Anne Marie
But you know, this is all of the men, and the women have their tickets for them.
Woman, I with them. Then that's why they don't like woman. That's why Joel and Sylvia saying them host one day them a panda all of that and I say, boy, you know, say you know wicked. Let me get rid of my one. That's how they start life because Joel and sit down and wonder.
I always tell people, you know, men act on impulse, you know, but women plan. I used to when we plan for them backside, when we sit down and plan, trust me, we hit where it hurt most.
The three hottest beating in the politics.
Yeah, man.
It done Damian Crawford career immediately.
Not a 3, a 4. If you got Fenton Ferguson.
With who?
Mitchell Charles.
Oh yes. But no, but look at it, doctor to doctor.
Michelle have to kind of pull up our socks, you know.
Dentist to dentist.
Yes.
No, man, Michelle needs to pull up our socks.
What I'm saying, Rhoda, remember I said them are the three biggest wig, you know, is Dayton Campbell, Peter Bunting, and the little Gabriel did that come up and called himself the savior for them, Damian Crawford.
But remember,
and them are the three biggest
mouth. Businessman, trust me.
Himself 7-star general.
Damian Crawford a businessman. Him know the game.
Damian Crawford is no good businessman. People that set me a flyer and Maggie Jack kill them because Damian Crawford folk about think up people like community. Damian
Jesus, peace, Goody. Me wouldn't want you know nothing about me, you know.
Damian Crawford sit down.
No, when I say, I'm not saying he's a good businessman. I'm saying he's a businessman. He's after something. That's what I mean.
Money.
Yeah, because you want the government to stop import eggs so you can import film liquid eggs so you can take over the market. But they make a sad mistake. They have only egg Clinton, egg white. Because that now up in Jamaica.
We're not so appreciative in Jamaica. We're not so appreciative in Jamaica. We're not willing to try certain things. I've had the liquid egg. I may tell you, say it's one of the nastiest things you could ever think of. Trust me, I've had it.
The only way me try liquid egg, they have to show me the full egg.
Listen. France. I was in France. France are the first place I go and try liquid egg. I may tell you, say it is one of the nastiest.
And the problem here by Collins, yes, Damian is a boss educated man, but he's selling soul to the PMP, and now he means nothing but a punchline.
Him know what him do, man. Trust me.
Nothing but a punchline now. I will answer this here by Carls. When was the last time you said Damian Crawford went on a stage and made an impactful speech where people can listen and say, you know, Damian is real? When was the last? Tell me the last time you hear Damian Crawford.
That's why I say he's a businessman. Him just go on. But he basically said yesterday,
man, should have England and a negative degree with an amount of brain, so she not to send right in her head part.
The man has mind. And like I said the other night.
Talking basically said that yesterday, no. He basically said that on the live yesterday. I don't know if you guys were listening keenly. When he was on the live, he basically said it. He said, I'm on him out, him dead if he make. So that's why I say my businessman, he knows what he's after. So him not really bear no weight.
Damian more time biggest downfall.
But in other news, my people, and I think this is something we have to talk about from now until kingdom come. For the month of February, the parish of St. James recorded one.
I'm so. I don't know if anybody happy, but even though I don't live at St. James.
One. Remember 2018, 2019, 17, 18, St. James was the murder capital of Jamaica. Average over 380 murders a year. And today, February, one single murder in a St. James. That is an achievement.
Record of achievement.
Yes, man. That is something They just something that needs to go to the court. I thought this was an automatic thing. 9 appeal court judges deciding whether or not time spent in pre-trial custody should be deducted from mandatory sentence. Are they going court them talk about? No. Keep them in there. They can be 15 years plus time served. Kingston is seen now. I think, well, I forget what we had this. I think at 35% Kingston Central, I see. Kingston Central is seen at 35% reduction. Kingston Central. Them place they include that includes West Kingston and all them place there. 35% reduction.
What a day when we can wake up and just see a crime-free country and people can go about freely like back in the days in a Siaga time when we look a picnic.
That's where we are heading. That's where we are heading.
That's where we want to be. I'm telling you.
That is where we are heading. Oh, you guys want to take credit for crime as a unit, but don't want to take collective blame for what?
Look here.
Somebody lend the bishop a box.
Not let him know box. Don't let him know.
Man, lend him one to the bishop.
Bishop.
Make him stay down there.
Carry me down, you know. If you choose.
Because that's the game.
Look here. No, man. Well, man. You see, guys, these are the discussions we have to have. Bring up the bishop, come, bishop, and you me want to talk
You can get my box. You want my box, bishop?
Last
Just
time
say
he come
yes.
up here.
Just win.
Appear nonsense in spew, and I know you can't corroborate nothing when you say.
Is a comrade.
Understand?
It's a comrade. As long as it's a comrade, you go spew nonsense. We learn that.
No, one truck there, you can't bring him up in a car. Truck, no fear.
Bring him up, man. Come, Bishy.
Him not under.
Okay, hold on.
But what I need to ask the bishop is, Bishop, do you remember when the people on Jamaican Road was the nicest?
Box.
Come, Bishop. Bishop, come.
Yeah, you say I give a box?
No, you Bishop, because I want to hear the garbage when I go say.
Yeah,
One of the bishop because I have my friend who Richard yesterday.
Yeah, Bishop, I'll take him up.
All right.
Stay arching. I'll give you my one. Stay arching.
All right, cool.
All right, hold on there. As a follow-up to what we were discussing with that young lady from South Manchester yesterday, I spoke with her yesterday. The mood has changed. That's all I will say here. The politics me and you will talk elsewhere, but the mood has changed. And I believe that approach, how we approach people going forward, and some people in a position must want to say, boy, you know, you like a rah-rah, not achieve nothing at all when you talk to certain people. Over to you now.
I say good morning, Bishop. Good morning, Glenn Bishop. Based on your comment, I take it you don't believe the government deserve any credit for the reduction.
Good day, everyone.
Good day.
No, man. No, sir. On the opposite, I believe that as a collective, an administration of government should be held responsible for all of what they can affect. So they should get credit or blame as a unit for all of the policies that they implement.
So what is your
But that wasn't the stance you took a while ago.
No, man. It was a question, my friend. It was a question to say, because I heard you guys taking credit for the crime, the reduction in crime. And as a person who is originally from St. James, I have to admit that I am happy for the reduction in crime. I benefit directly from that.
Yeah, but those reductions are a direct result of investment in the national security.
Hold on. What I want to ask, though, how does crime and the road traffic tie in itself? What's the correlation there? Because that's not making any sense to me.
Okay. Have you realized the number of protests that have been staged by taxi drivers at different points in Jamaica?
Right. And protest is because they are non-compliance. 3/4 of the protest is because of non-compliance.
All right. And I am saying, You see, the people who are non-compliant, do you think that it is just because they are not supporters of the Jamaica Labour Party why they are having issues with the changes in the new Road Traffic Act?
No, I'm not saying that.
No.
Oh, so you understand that it is because some of the changes in the new Road Traffic Act would directly affect their ability to continue the business that they were doing.
Like what?
In
Give me
terms of
an
the,
example of one of them that will prevent the taxi man from continuing making his living.
all right, let me go. You said taxi man, you know, and even though the taxi man are the one stage in the protest. No man, give me a minute, please. Give me a minute, please. Even though the taxi men are the one stage in the protest, I take umbrage with the policies in the new Road Traffic Act.
Glenn, hold on. I don't want us to get past. I said, give me an example of one of the changes that will prevent a taxi man from earning his living.
The provision in the new Road Traffic Act that says that they should have child seat to carry children.
But that was retracted. That was retracted. No,
it was not retracted. You can't retract one part of a law after passing the law, the bill into law. You can't retract one part. So they have given force orders.
Let me say that it was amended.
They have given force orders to ask the police not to act on that part of the bill until they have resolved it.
Again, our taxi man being ticketed for not having a car seat.
It was amended, and it was amended to the fact that it has been amended to private vehicle because
it has not been amended, my friend. It has not been amended. The act is under review. They plan to amend several parts of the act. They plan to amend several aspects of the act. Yes, Chuck.
Our taxi man being ticketed for not having in a car seat.
No, man. All right. Chuck, please.
No, you're not
you see, it might take time for me to explain the position.
For not having in a car seat.
Not right now.
So the answer is no. Eh?
Are you willing to listen to the point that I'm
making?
No,
I want you to answer a simple question. Then you can make your point. Are taximen being ticketed for not having in a car seat?
Not right now.
No, the answer is no. Why you just can't say no?
I can say no.
Then just say no.
So,
Are
no.
taximen being ticketed for not
No
having
taximen
in a car
are
seat?
being ticketed now in Jamaica for not having car seat transport.
All right. So what is the point you're making?
Child seat. What about the modifications to the interior of the vehicles? What if I am a taxi driver that has some disability and I want to put in a longer gear stick than the one that came stuck in my vehicle?
Oh, come on, please. Don't even try.
Don't even go there. Like, seriously?
Those are the trivial things we're going to run with. You're not too mad. Listen to me. What if you go down one hill and you try to change your gear so you can slow your vehicle and the modified gear stick pop off?
Chuck. Do you understand that even disc brake is a modification of a vehicle? No, if you get a vehicle that comes with 2 disc brake at the front, if it comes with drum brake at the back and disc brake at the front, and you choose to modify the drum brake to make it a disc brake, that's a modification of the vehicle. Which of the braking systems has been proven to be safer? The drum or the disc?
We're talking about the gear shift.
Man. You see, you guys want to because you are here running a JLP propaganda campaign. I am saying, let's start.
Nobody here is running a JLP propaganda
to develop the point.
You made notion. You made mention.
Please
of modified interior.
To develop the point.
And a point of information. You made mention that you modification of interior. So how you reach out exterior of the vehicle in terms of modification. So where are you? You're flopping. So either you're speaking about the interior or the exterior of the vehicle.
Right, tap up this.
In terms of modification. No, sir.
Yeah, so let us deal with them.
If you modify the interior, that is totally different from the exterior. No, sir. So which is it? Because you're jumping from interior and your example is based off an exterior or external factor of the vehicle or external part of the vehicle. So which is it? That's
You're
what I
not
want
allowed
to
to
know.
modify either part of the vehicle. I'm making examples to prove
Make
the
Chuck
point.
talk to him. Make Chuck talk to him.
Can we
Chuck talk.
start by saying that my point has to do with the fact that when I came on the live, you guys were
Is it
talking
tint
about
you
the
want to
crime
talk
and the
about,
reduction
Glenn?
in
Just get
crime.
to the tint, make we
In
get for
order,
talk, Anglio.
no, give people, wait no man, wait no. I am here
It's
to
a
talk
tinting
about
system,
something.
man.
People, the government of Jamaica, in their effort to fix crime, advanced several bills and passed them into law. The Bail Act, the anti-gang legislation, they put several laws into place that I think are the reason that they have had the sustained reduction in crime. That's a credit. I can give credit for that. And I'm saying, I'm giving you guys an example of a piece of legislation that is rubbish. A piece of legislation that was passed to do something other than what the legislation in that department or that industry should be for. The new Road Traffic Act is legislation that is a form of indirect taxation. It was made to generate income for the government.
Hold on.
Me confused.
Hold on, Bishop. Here's why I said don't make sense. Because if you follow the rules and you don't modify your car, you don't have to pay no money.
Right.
So how is that a way to collect money when paying that money is a voluntary service that you give to the government?
And not only that, but when paying the money is as a result of your own action.
I want to answer one intelligent question that is raised at a time, please. So Chuck, here's how I can describe it. If our ministers want to fight, let's say, persons who are breaking the law on the road, they should think about what are the actions that those persons are doing and how those actions will affect the collisions or affect the number of accidents or road fatalities in a given year. But if they sit down and tailor things that they know is, how should I put it, that is moot, they don't have any proof that this is a factor that has led to any accidents in Jamaica.
Do you have any proof that they're not?
Yeah man, like here's one. Most persons in Jamaica, when they are entering their vehicle, they put their phone in maybe the breast pocket or they put it in the center console. In the new Road Traffic Act, you can be ticketed for having your phone in either of those positions.
Let me ask you this. You own a cell phone, not you?
Yes, I do.
You drive?
Yes, I do.
If your phone is in the center console and you hear it ring, don't you automatically look over at it? Answer the question, please. Do you look at it when you hear it ring?
No, I've cultured myself not to.
That is not.
I
do
don't
not
take
believe
calls.
you.
I don't
not
take calls once I'm in transit.
Mr. Bishop, I do not believe you. It is an inherent response that when you hear your phone ring, you look at it.
But if I answer questions that support the point you're making, you believe me?
1 second where you take to look at it.
Chuck Finley.
I want you to listen.
When I answer a question that supports the narrative that you're trying to push, you don't say that you don't believe me. You don't bring belief into question.
You see that multiple of a second where you take, and if you don't believe how important time is in racing, start to watch Formula 1 race. That's how me learn how important seconds is to driving. That multiple of a second where you take to look at your phone, that is all it takes for running at the vehicle in front of you. I have to run over one to pick the way across the road.
All right, so Chuck, let's ask the Jamaicans here. Let's ask the Jamaicans here in the chat. Where are they putting their phones now when they enter
hold
their
on,
vehicles?
let me finish. Can I tell the story all the while and more people understand it. In 2018, I happened to visit Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia. And at that time, they were just introducing that very same road traffic law about the cell phone. And they said that your cell phone must be in a bag and the bag must be on the back seat of your car. That was the rule that was going to be imposed in Atlanta. And you know, say every driver that I interact in Atlanta, you know what they were saying? They were preparing for the law. Oh shit, let me remember to put my phone on here, so. None of them never they are cause the government wicked or government are trying this, you know. They prepare themselves for the law because they know the consequences of having the cell phone access to it. Because once it rings, you look at the phone and that little millisecond is the difference between life and death.
Chuck, while I was in New York, you see, I see a sign where say 350 USD if you anchor on in a this vicinity. And can you imagine in Jamaica in a school zone and hospital and government, people are passed with music at the highest decibel loud and and make the prime minister say me I charge you no 500. I want to do that in our school zone. It would have been a chaos, but they would have got make them go America. They not even want to drive past the sign. Jamaican people too lack discipline.
But I know only that. But when they see stop line, them have to stop. Them not about ya. Especially not the stop light, you know, the stop signs that are at the intersections, the crossover. Them not up.
You see, Glenn,
and them have to stop.
These things are about being disciplined. It's not about money, you know, it's about discipline.
That is it.
And that is what
It is about money,
like. Discipline.
It's not about money. Here and say it's about discipline if Nigel Clark didn't speak to his expectation of how much they are going to raise from this legislation.
Nigel Clark spoke.
Nigel Clark.
Tell me where Nigel Clark to his expectation about that.
You guys, I can send anybody that wishes to get the video in their inbox. Nigel Clark is the person that spoke to it. He was still finance minister last time he was doing the budget, and he spoke to how much will be generated from this new road traffic.
So Glenn, let me ask you a question. One question.
You see, if a government tailors legislation,
Glenn, let me ask you one question. Hold on. If you go down the road and you obey every road traffic sign app and drive within the confine of the laws, what cost of ticket can you get from a police?
None, of course.
Okay.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
But how will it
Obey the
affect?
law.
Here's what I'm saying. You don't want me to say anything in response to what you're saying. This is how you approach a conversation. This is how you approach a conversation.
You guys need to stop. Bishop, let us think logically.
She said something to me. I answered her. And I would like to respond. And I'm not allowed to respond.
Because you come here try to put make wrong, turn wrong into right.
Do truck drivers eat while they're driving?
A point, please.
Do truck drivers eat while they're driving, Goody?
You work in school, right?
Hold on. Let me have a conversation because like you want to talk to me. Is it illegal to be eating and driving?
Yes, it is in the new road traffic.
Okay. So what should truck drivers do when they feel like they want to eat?
I know what you're going to say. You're going to say
I'm going to say you a question. What should truck drivers do?
No man, you guys, look at what
they should pull off the road and go and stop.
Wealthy, hold on, man. Glenn,
that's what I know that you're going to say. That's what I know. That's what you're going to say.
Glenn have sense. Him is a teacher. Glenn, what should truck drivers do when they feel that they want to eat?
I Wealthy just answered it for me. Good.
Wealthy just answered for you. For the well-thinking Jamaicans, and I will say this again: follow the law, comply, and you won't pay none. And the argument finished. There isn't even a conversation to be had. Because as a teacher, you're coming
about
here
any
to
of
tell,
the legislation that the government puts into parliament.
Listen to me, sir.
No, that's
you're
what you're
coming
saying.
here to tell Jamaicans
As people,
to break.
Well, I don't know. Glenn, I see where you're going. That's not what I'm saying. We're not going to go there.
That's not what I'm saying.
You know why? Because, hold on.
Where?
You are saying,
hold on, no.
You just statement, Glenn, I listen. I don't listen to respond. I listen because I want to understand. You, based on what Goody was saying, you're saying, so the government is not supposed to, you're going implement laws, and we're supposed to follow all the laws that the government implement. Is that what you're saying? And what you want is to say yes? And then you go over to your point to say, even this act that they passed, that is, we're not gonna go there with you. Because I saw that step 10 times before you went there. You understand? As a teacher, I expect better.
You know what?
As a teacher, I expect better. You know why?
Everything that
because
Glenn is opposing and objecting to.
If a student, you are a teacher, and if a student does not break the rule, therefore he cannot be punished, right? So if somebody break the rule, and if a student break the rule, it simply means that they should be punished according to the rules and regulations.
What rule are we talking about? What rule are we talking about? That's what I'm saying. You see, as a teacher, here's where I differ from some of you guys. There are some rules, even in schools, that are unnecessary. If I can't justify a rule to my students, I will not implement it.
And while I understand that that's your own personal opinion, Glenn, that's your own personal opinion, my point still stands. If you do not break the law, therefore you cannot be fined accordance to that.
Well, Tim,
and the fact of the matter is, Glenn,
rational for the laws that are being implemented.
It's not a matter about rational, yes or no.
Intelligent people,
the law is there. All you have to do is comply. If you comply with, even hell have rule, heaven have rule. And
then
the point is,
why is there no rule
let me
for
tell
the politicians?
Jamaicans overall, they don't like rule and regulation.
Are allowing themselves to be ruled by the politicians.
Thank you. Well, let me just say something.
When we say allowing themselves,
let me say something.
If you got church rule today, Glenn. If you go down a hell, Satan have a rule down there. So not allow yourself. There are rules, and there are reasons why there are rules.
What are the rules that govern the politicians?
The same rule and regulation, the constitution that governs them.
And the code of conduct.
Arkid wants to say something and then Chuck, one at a time, please.
Arkid.
Wealthy, it once was a rule in Jamaica, or a law,
Glenn,
that a slave cannot be found walking in Jamaica.
Going by order, hold on. Arkid, come like she gone. Chuck, your time.
Bishop, hear me say. You say some of the rules in your
Bishop.
Sorry. You say some of the rules in your school are unnecessary, and you not impose them because you think they are unnecessary. Now, I assume that whichever school you teach, you never start the day that you start teaching. The school was there and all the rules was there for a reason. Now, there's a lot of rules in any country you go where people don't find necessary because they don't think it applies to them. But they still have to obey them. So by you here admitting, say you think the rules at your school where you not enforce that you don't think it necessary, that is an indictment on you. But rules, Sir Glenn, is about discipline. And you as a teacher who say you do not, that you don't impose discipline because you don't think it necessary. Washing your hand after you eat is a simple rule. So because you don't think it necessary, you don't believe so. If you don't believe so, you must tell a people wash your hand when you're done. And wash your hand when you're done using
Chuck Finley.
Yes,
Chuck
sir.
Finley. Mr. Finley.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand that laws are rules?
That is a brilliant. I've never thought of that before. No. Please enlighten me a little more.
No, I'm developing a point. All right. So now that you understand that laws are rules, have you paid attention to the different changes that has occurred in the rules of the world? Let us just say historically, leading up to now. Do you understand that slavery was legal in law? No, do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right, so now I'm saying, what if no one stood up against that rule?
Continue.
No, you're not answering. What if no one stood up against that rule? Where would we be today?
In slavery.
In slavery. So now as people, as intelligent people, can we agree that people should not blindly just follow the rules being implemented on them, but instead should take an intelligent, should make an intelligent assessment of the implications, the intentions, and the result that a rule will have on the system or the society?
And how do you equate slavery to don't change your gear shift?
I just want to ask the gentleman a question.
No, make him answer that one there first. How is slavery equivalent to don't
That's
change
what I
your
was
gear
coming
and
to,
put your cell phone away?
That's what I'm coming to. That's what
I'm
I'm coming to. Let me get there. Let me take it home for you. A lot of the provisions in the Road Traffic Act, I understand. A lot of the provisions in the new Road Traffic Act, I agree with. They're sensible. You see, you made even the point about the driver looking in the center console on a ringing phone. I understand that, and I will accept it. Here's what I'm saying. There's a line between the rules that will be implemented and the ability of a driver to express himself as a free person. If the government is going outside of the safety requirements of a vehicle to make a rule to tell a driver that his vehicle has to look like in any particular way, it's an infringement on that driver's right to choose something that he is desirous of in his vehicle. So where it will not affect the safety of the vehicle, I believe that that driver should maintain the right to his autonomy of choice for maybe the color of the interior or the gear stick for that matter. So with the gear stick that you're talking about the modified gear stick breaking off and causing an accident, I accepted your point. But here's what I'm saying. The government has not proven that the modified gear shift is in any way less than the stock gear shift. A lot of the cars that we buy from China, they are made with the cheapest parts, and it's the aftermarket parts that persons increase the strength, the number of functions and the different variations of choice that can come. Usually they can buy it in an after stock part.
You see, that's why you have two kind of persons. You have the ones that react and the ones that act. What you're saying is that you would prefer we wait until one day one driver go down Spurtree Hill, the taxi full of people, probably some little picnic, and they might go down at a high speed, and when they might try gear down now, the modified gear shift broke off, he run over, drop on one house, kill off everybody at the car. And then we are going
to change. You don't have to finish.
No more modification. Hold on. I wait on you.
No, that's not what I'm
just
saying.
Like I wait on you, have to wait on me to finish. So you're waiting until that occur now when the car go over the cliff, kill off everybody in there. Sorry, analyze everybody in there. And then we are going to say, okay, you know, we have to go change the rule now. No more modification of your gear shift. Will that be acceptable?
You made that it took a long time to develop the point, and I would say no, that's not what I would like. Here's what I would like. Justification should be stated. Let us say that they are using plastic to make the stock gear shift, and somebody is selling a carbon fiber gear shift. Then I don't think the law should state that you should have no modifications of gear sticks, because carbon fiber is clearly stronger than plastic.
You ever hear the thing where if you give them an inch, they will take a mile? That is what we have to prevent. That's why we say no modification.
No, but Chuck, you know what's the funny thing about it? It's the fact that, hold on, if this should occur, God forbid that should occur, right? These are the same persons who are going to come and say government should have implemented a law to do this to prevent that. And they are the ones who are going to say this government is so reactive and not proactive. They didn't thought of this. They didn't. Look here. You see, at the end of the day,
we never kick you out. We was calling on you. Nobody with that call for you, but we never hear
generalization that cannot fit me.
Yo, Chuck.
Listen, most of Jamaica's teachers,
They are telling the truth when a bishop. Me have a child I got the school where you are teach. Me take him out of school.
They don't even listen.
Me have a child I got the school where you there teach. Me take him out from there. Because he not learn nothing.
Nathaniel, Bill.
No, hold on. Hey, good
I just want to...
Nathaniel, that's your opinion, but you need to understand that free people...
Hold on, sir.
Okay.
Marcia wants to say something and then Jenna.
I just want to ask him a question. A simple act of jaywalking in some countries, there is a fine for that. A simple act of it. Why do you think they do that? And not only that.
Public order.
Thank you. Not only that. When they make these acts and rules and regulation, it's also filter into a budget for the city, right? It filters into a budget. So they're looking to see that, well, if you jaywalk and we can make $1 million, that could go towards something, right? In Nova Scotia, Canada, a simple act of jaywalking can cost you approximately $700 if you don't walk in the pedestrian crosswalk. $700 Canadian. Almost $110,000 Jamaican. A simple act. When rules are made, just like when these bakers who said that they would not bake a wedding cake for a person who is gay or whatever the reason is. And we jump and says that the man has a right to refuse that service. The law doesn't only go for the gay person. Just like if a black person would go in there, if he can discriminate because that person doesn't live up to his philosophical religion, he can also tell the black person, no, you're black, I don't want to bake a cake for you. Right? It's not only for one thing. It's not only for one thing that when you see rules and regulation, they look at a wider picture to see the ramification far and beyond. So you might look at it to say the government are putting these little rules and regulation. Remember also, Thomas Hobbes said man gave up their rights because we were living a brutish, crudish society. And man gave up. This is where law came from. Man gave up their rights to live in an orderly society. That's what we did. So even if Nigel factored that into the budget, even if he did, what is wrong with that? Because guess what? If you don't break the rules or the law, then there is no charge, right? There's no charge. So the government now will have to find other means to make up that shortfall. But the laws are there to say, no, you can't do it. And I'm not sure why, when, as Goody as somebody said before, we come to these countries, North American, and we travel abroad, and these new regulations are in place. Downtown Manhattan, they have a law down there, a bylaw called loitering. Loitering. And do we follow those? Of course we do. They also have an ordinance for noise. Do we follow that? Of course we do. So why can't we have these? Yes, you might say they're oppressive to the poor man and the politician don't follow. Well, just like Trump. Of course, there are laws for them, but it's harder sometimes to prosecute them. That doesn't mean that the law is not there.
All right, Marcia, I want to respond to you first, and then I want to respond to Nathaniel's disrespect about my job as a teacher. I'm glad you said Trump, Marcia. Trump the other day in one of his executive orders gave ICE the power to detain suspects who they think are there illegally for up to 2 days while their status is being investigated by ICE. Are you aware of that?
Just can you repeat that one?
Trump, based on one of the executive orders that he signed, it gives ICE, the Immigration and Control police that they have there, the power to detain someone that they think is there illegally for up to 2 days while ICE investigates their status in the country.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I am aware.
There are persons there now fighting that law. Do you think they should fight it, or do you think it's just law and they should accept it?
Well, anybody can fight a law. Anybody. Everybody can put case of I can put case forward to say why do I have to follow that law?
Would you support that law that Trump made, or do you have an issue with it?
You mean to deport somebody while being investigated?
That they're going to look at, first
detain?
of all, let's look at the implications of that law.
Okay.
Most of the persons that ICE will suspect are there illegally will be black, Mexican, or Latino.
Well, the law is hold on a second. Just let me say this.
Hold on, Glenn, hold on. So what does their skin color or their nationality or their race after? If they're there illegally, they're there illegally. So what is the point?
But let me say this also about the law there. Let me say this about law. Is it a stop? Is it a stop? Well, it's an executive order, right? It's an executive order. Yes, they can detain you, right? But you can also sue them now. You can, if you are correct. This is the thing. If he brings out an executive order, and
you can't sue them.
Yes, you can.
You can.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You can, because there is an American citizen right now that was locked up for almost a week. Because when they swoop down on them, could somebody in their background mute? It's very loud if it's you, Glenn, because of wherever. Right now, there was a man who was at a barber shop, American citizen, born American citizen. I swooped down on them, and he told them he's an American. He is a born American. Show me your paper. I don't have my papers because it's not a state or a country where you're supposed to walk around with your documents. They locked him up. Right now, he has a big lawsuit against them because he proved to them that he's an American citizen. So yes, they might do these things illegally. That doesn't mean that you don't have a legal right to defend yourself or your rights. So yes.
In order for him to win that case, he's going to have to prove that they acted in contravention.
Hold on, Jenna wanted to make a
You know, listen to Glenn last night for our live, and it kind of make me, become to ask him one simple question. If I have a problem with the rules and laws, like laws where you make it for your country or come and understand. Because the thing is, when we realize with a lot of these people, right? Them used to in Jamaica with freelance and everybody just do as you like. And now that the government have put things in place to make sure so we steer people in the right path, we have find a lot of people come out and against it. I don't know what is the reason. And you see Glenn like him one of them person that was saying, because me for the live last night and he said I plan to come for the labor right them today. So that's why I really say, I don't know. If I plan to come for the labor right them or him want to get a good or not. Right. I don't understand.
Deanjena, you're lying. Let me start here. I did not say anything. I did not say I was coming for anybody. You calling the name of a live does not prove anything. I would like to go to the point. I respond to the lie later. I'll just say now that it's a lie, and I want to start with Nathaniel 87. Nathaniel, I came here raising some questions. I came here making some points, and you started attacking even me as a person. I can go through the comments that you guys have here. You guys have disrespected me. You're insisting on calling me Bishi. And it speaks to the level that you guys are interacting.
It's just a short term to be shot, man. Come on.
I want to get to the point that he made, that Nathaniel made about me as a teacher. I'm certain Deanjena can never say that he has ever heard me disrespecting anyone on any live.
Well, you see, I call Dean and not take offense to you.
Sorry, because I guess I call it Deanjena, so it's Dean Jenna. That's the name?
Dean Jenna.
All right. Dean Jenna. All right. Now I'm saying, you see, my level of development as a person is far superior to most of the persons who have come through Jamaica's education system. I realize a lot of things.
Come on.
That
Come on.
Are
Bish,
good.
Glenn, you're not superior to me. May I tell you that
Come
right
on.
now?
man, could you make it finish?
You're not superior to me.
Come on. Come on.
Finish.
Clear that up.
Goody.
Let him finish.
No, come on. That's
Do you
not
realize?
Marcy, make him finish.
No.
I think you should take that back. I really think you should take that back.
Let him finish. Let him finish.
Like only 30% of the persons leaving Jamaica secondary school get enough subjects to matriculate to college.
He should.
Tell me that I'm telling a lie.
In North America.
In North America. One line, Marcia, we're talking about on this live. You're not superior to me, and that is a fact. So let's
no, you
not only that. Not only that.
Allow me to substantiate what I said. No, allow me to substantiate my claim. Allow me to substantiate my claim.
I forgot qualifications and qualifications. So let's
right
do it.
now on this live,
right now,
using the chat, right now on this live, using the chat, using your modus operandi whenever I go into these chat rooms or these talks with you guys, I can use it to substantiate your level of
let me ask you
tolerance, your level of...
What are my qualifications?
No man, people, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm speaking about the way I am talking about the way that we interact with people on a daily basis, the way that we interact with each other on these platforms, the ability or the self-control necessary to avoid attacking someone personally because they have a different view than you. Goody, self-control is the greatest lesson that a human being can learn. The discipline that you spoke about, it stems from self-control. Self-control is the greatest lesson that a human being can learn.
Glenn Bishop, hold on a little bit. Let me tell you this. I know people who I am far way educated than, and I don't have the level of self-control that they have. And when we go, just a say, let's go qualifications for qualifications.
I was not talking about,
hold on, sir. You disrespected the persons on the live to say you disrespected Jamaica to say that. Hold on, Nathaniel. To say you are more educated than 70%. Can you say only 30% of the people who left high school? Hold on,
education. I said
and you have
benefit
no
from the
self-control
system.
to stop and listen, and yet you talk about self-control. Make it make sense.
Thank you.
You said that only 30% of the people who left high school matriculate to university. That means say you in the 30% and you're brighter than 70% of Jamaica. That's what you said. Okay?
No, that's not the point.
In
I
the
didn't use
layman
the word
term.
brighter. I said I got more benefit.
Sir, you don't have to use the word brighter. Oh my God.
The subjects do not have to be the benefit that you get from exposure to the education system.
That's part of the problem. You're a failure because you're a teacher.
But Chuck, for a teacher, see, even discussion of have right. So it's only that's how maybe we kids have so much problem at Jamaica because that's what happened now. We have a conversation and it don't really allow you to talk, you know. I just jump in and cut us.
Bishi no know nothing. Bishi no know nothing. Bishi talk when hear and when feel saying no. And Bishi come here and talk about road traffic. I can know nothing about the road traffic.
Mr. Me hear him on a live yesterday, last night.
You have to tell me. You have to tell me.
I am going to say this.
You have to tell me. Let me tell you something. There is this gentleman named themselves. There is Olan Wealthy. There is this gentleman that is on our live daily named Mark Nation. And the first time I heard Mark Nation spoke, I said, so the man is intelligent and full of sense. And, you know, Mark Nation tell me that he never finished school, but nobody can tell that Mark Nation never finished high school. Every time I hear Mark Nation speak, I say to myself, so you know, say that man, yeah, he need to go find something to do with him life, go get a skill or something, or just find himself in some place. That's what I say about Mark Nation. So how you are going to come back and talk about you're more intelligent and you're far superior, you're this or you're that. Not because you don't finish high school means say you're a dummy. Not because you don't finish school means say me can come and have a sensible conversation with you, a teacher who is more educated, well, not more educated, but basically, yes, you go through high school or whatever, college, so you cannot say that.
The
That
richest
is a
man.
disrespect to your. That is a disrespect to your fellow humans.
Thank you. And the richest
It
man
is
in
a
the world.
very disrespect.
The richest man in the world, Mark
comment.
Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg dropped out of college. Glenn Beck in United States didn't even finish high school, and look how much money he's making. In these North American countries, you don't need subjects to go to university. You are a C student. George Bush was a C- student, and he became the president of the United States.
I wouldn't even
Correct.
say
We
that.
tell
I'm
Mark Nation, Mark Nation,
Am I allowed to
Mark Nation,
Don't disrespect
is
your fellow
even.
black people, my dear. Not because you might got it.
Ah,
It's not
thank you very much,
everybody.
Marcia.
It's not
Don't
everybody.
disrespect
Hold
your
on a
fellow black
second.
people.
It's not
Mark
everybody. But that's
Nation.
what you're doing. It's not everybody that came on the deck of the ship. Some came below the deck, right?
Can I
Not
have-
everybody get the same
Marcia.
chance at the earth. And this
I'm
is
going
why
to
this
say this.
government,
Marcia.
this is why this government is fighting for the poor people, because he realized that lots of us
He's
here,
not.
lots of us. I know you was gonna say that. Why does that didn't
Marcia,
surprise
let me
me?
make my point, and then you can answer. And that is why, this is why the Bible is never wrong. Because the Bible tells us that they profess themselves to be wise, but in turn they became fools.
Amen, my brother. Preach it
They
again.
profess themselves to be wise, but in turn they became fools. Let me say this, because you see, when a man thinketh that he is wise, he is a fool. And the Bible tells it. When a man thinketh that he is wise, he is a fool. And this one here who came here to one quote unquote belittle, as well as to look down on the persons that are on the life, to inculcate and to enunciate, to say that based on the interaction, these persons don't have the perspicacity to understand and to hold a proper conversation. And that is quite and frankly incorrect. Because
within
how
our
dare you
midst, though.
insult our intelligence and
Well,
the
to
intelligence of the persons here to think that
Well,
because hold on, let me make my point. Hold on. Not because you would have gone through the education system, that does not equate to others being not on the same level as you. And quite frankly, you are right, because I'm not on the same level as you. You may have a master's, I may have a master's. You may have a PhD, you have a PhD. I've gone through the formal education system just the same. And what is stopping them from going through? Some of them may not have the opportunity to go through the education system just as you, or in the 30% just as you. But how dare you come here and insult or intelligent and the persons on the live intelligent? How dare you?
Let me
You're
tell you something,
disrespectful. How
Mark
coy
Nation.
of you.
Lashika, how are you going to
Mark
speak again?
Nation,
And I have a point
Mark
here to
Nation
respond
is
to what
so.
you said earlier.
Me dey
And I've
on my
not been
platform.
given a
Me dey
chance to
me dey in a
respond.
my space with my people. Then where we all of us are superior, so I can speak. Mark Nation is so smart that Mark Nation is able to read the newspaper upside down. And Mark Nation no go no school. So you come here and talk about you're far superior. It is wrong for you to say that. I want to see one help enslave black people.
And that is why Lashika, their leader, consider himself to be a tapanaris, a creme de la creme. But as my point made that earlier, they profess themselves to be wise, but in turn they became fools. I rest my case.
And we still want you to retract that statement, Bishop.
Yes, Bishop. So
Chuck Finley, I will not retract my statement.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I've got something.
Lashika.
Hold on. Let me say something. Oh, I'm jumping.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Have a good day.
Thank you.
Thank you. Come here.
Have a good day.
Come here, boy.
If I last night you have done food, if I last night
Let me say.
Well, go amongst the people who is in league with. Don't come over here then I'll argue to the minions over here. Go find your people.
I know that Marcia, since he's so superior and should not teach, he should have been one of the big executive director them.
You should be a professor.
A permanent secretary them or attorney general since he's so superior. who that Lord must rich. Mute the mic there for me now, please.
Mute, please. Come on, guys. It's bad on your ear. Take him down.
Oh, who that man?
So nice in a that bigger box.
Yeah, he didn't realize maybe he's in the box.
See, that bishop fella there, I don't understand how him come up here come say something like that. And then he might go say something like, you know, him so slow when he might make a point. And then he might go turn to Chuck and say, Chuck, you take so long to develop the point.
Guys, give me a chance to speak. Please, my thing that my internet is unstable, so it's in and out. Listen, I heard everything that guy said, right? And I am very, very upset. You know why? Teachers like those taught my kids in school. I have a son, and when he started out, very slow, and they ridiculed him. They treated him like, there are evenings when he come home complaining to me, and I would cry. And my son is doing medicine now at UWI.
Thank you.
You understand? When he left basic school, he did not know his ABC. He started a prep school, and all he would do when you go, you see him sit in the class looking. And I moved him from the prep school because at the time, I don't think they were doing much, and I put him into a public school, what we call primary school. And they ridicule my son, they ridicule even me, and say my kids should be going to school even on Sundays. One teacher took him, and when he started in that teacher class, he started out with a 40%. And 3 months' time, he came up to 85% when he passed his GSAT. And he went to Calabar. My son is now in university. All my kids are, 3 kids, they're in university, and 1 is in high school. And you know what? We can go on with our rhetorics. We can go on with all our whatever shenanigans we can go on with. But when it comes to something like this, I felt it to my core. And this is the reason why I say many a times we have to be careful, the schools and the teacher that we send our kids to, and who is teaching them. This evil, I find it to be very despicable.
Our kid, I'm sorry that you felt that way, and this is why I took him out of the box, because he cannot see how he's so intelligent that he cannot see how he offended others with his speech.
You hear me,
Look at what he said. Look at what he said in the comments. I should be allowed to respond, but you, I guess you want to say you're all not intelligent enough to allow it. This is very much wrong. If I felt like I offended you and you said it, the whole panel was offended.
It hurt,
everybody was offended by what you said.
I'm telling you.
And if you're not man enough to apologize, then I don't see why.
And you say you're not gonna apologize?
Exactly.
It hurt me because hold on a minute, Wealthy. You know that listen, guys, I'm gonna tell you a little about myself. I speak 2 other languages other than English, and I was self-taught. You see, when I went back to school for it, I flew through with flying colors. You understand? People, you might not get that at the beginning, that push, that help at the beginning, but you upgrade yourself as you go along in life. How dare you? Because you can go to the dictionary or read a book and memorize something, and you're going to tell me that you're far superior and intelligent than us here on this panel? What makes you think that? What makes you think you're superior? Because you can repeat some words and others may not do so. Stick a pin, Chuck. You know what? I used to sit and watch movies a lot when I was younger, and I stopped because I think it was Arisa Ford or somebody, Oprah was interviewing, and the person said he did not watch his movie, didn't even know what came on in it, because what? He has no time for that. He's busy making money. And my thing is, why am I going to watch your movie when you're not watching it and put money in your pocket? The point I'm making is, why am I going to read your friggin' book when just to memorize and come back out and say what? The person who can write a book, then that's the person who you can say is educated. Not just to read books and memorize.
And that is
Listen,
why,
this guy is just...
Orchid,
Listen.
I admire their Dr. Troop so much. I remember distinctively I was at a student council, National Student Council inauguration, and she came and her story was, she said that should have went to one of the, you know, the nobody school them, high school them across Jamaica. And she said while she was there, she was among some persons there, her peers, who went to Campion, Immaculate, all the top schools. And they came and they were having discussion to say, me go yes, me go this, me go this and this and that. And then when it came to her, they asked which school they go, she just said, like, me go down Lindsay College. And then laugh after her. And she said, school that.
Hold on, I jump out so we can get Chrome as the back. You say I'm back. You know what I want to say? I jump out and we give.
And she said, and they say, a school that? And she was like, look at who is teaching you now. And the whole class was silent. I say this to say that it's not where you start in life, but it's where you are going or where you are ordained.
And it's how you finish the race.
And how you finish the race. And people like me feel that it's because they have somewhat quote unquote education. And I stand by my point that they profess themselves to be wise.
Hold on a second. Hold on. G, hold on. Oh, thank you. Oh,
they
my
profess
God.
themselves to be wise, but in turn they became
coming up. Can you guys make sure your background is not noisy, please?
Very definition of what the Bible is talking about. Glenn just displayed it because he felt that I feel as if, is the shit.
You know what he did? He proved Nathaniel to be right when Nathaniel made the statement, and I was like, oh, that's a bit harsh. You know, I just said that to myself. But he proved, because Nathaniel said anybody will have them picnic going to school must take them out, and he proved. Listen to me, man. I am so pissed off. It's not funny.
You see people like him. It takes so long to make a point. By the time
my kids suffer because of teachers like them.
See, by the time
like him.
Hey guy, what happened to Bishi is that Bishi came up here. Bishi came up here hoping to school us.
Yeah.
And the topic, he was hoping to school us.
He came with an agenda.
And I'm just going to say this. I'm just going to give out these successful people that we know and we talk about and we watch them who didn't finish high school. Steve Jobs, co-founder of Apple. Mark Zuckerberg, Facebook. Jay-Z, Quentin Tarantino, Johnny Depp, Oprah Winfrey did not, and these are just few of them, did not finish high school.
Bill Gates as well.
Bill Gates.
Look at the guy that owned Virgin Atlantic. Look at the guy that owns Virgin Atlantic.
Richard Branson.
By the time Bishi get to the end of the sentence, I forgot the start of the sentence.
Exactly, because him have 3 points in a one sentence. And none of them don't make no sense.
Well, him feel, him say things and explain things with big words and long words.
Thank you. Albert Einstein is a dropout of high school at the age of 15. 15 years old. So this is where I talk about the Jamaican educational system with these subjects, where you have to accumulate these subjects to go to university or college. And that's what he believes in, because somebody else didn't accumulate the subjects them to go on to university. They're done.
Afternoon. Marcia, before you go in, my grandfather, he said to me one day, he said, Wealthy, study ration beat education any day.
Thank you.
And I did not understood what he meant. And he said, what you mean? And he said, you see, a man with a skill is somewhat 3/4 smarter than the man with the education. The man where that is in the trenches and know the groundwork. The man where they on the road have street smartedness. is way smarter than the educated man.
As Moti would say, the learned fools.
And when he said it, I was like,
wow. DJ Chrome, yeah, cause me never nowhere near the Ford, bro.
Afternoon, all right, politics. So yeah, from the bridge, you don't know about when Bishop, me want to come ask him that question. Yeah. I hear him on the live last night to talk about things. I know the man over there talks Jamaica in a recession. That the man over there talking.
God of His mercy.
I do want to come and ask him if he never says so. That's why I do want to come to the box for a long time. Because they are working, I really want to come to stay.
They say it all the time.
The man over there, and when DJ now say I can't show him attack, he might be himself if it attack, he depend on life it show. You can never did long for listening, but when DJ now say I can't show DJ now say you can't see me say it. Because the man over there attacks the Jamaica in a recession. I tell you that. All right, I just want to say that still. May I come down? Yeah, may I come down?
Anyhow, let's move on. Let's move on. Let's move on to politics and leave him out. He's enough. He's enough of us. We can't let him spoil our mission. Back to the politics. Hello? Hello? No, I'm just saying, we should move off this guy because we're spending.
Yeah, call long me tell me from early. Me make sure me tell man that clean and straight. So me tell people if you know this man and his school went they go take out pick them out, they kind pick them not learning nothing. This man I think them people land become lawlessness and cause more problem in the society. They go take out pick them. If you don't want to pick them, feel and survive.
Nathaniel, hold on. Chuck, how are you the Bishop beat you?
Bishop came up here expecting to dominate the arguments and couldn't win. So instead we are done.
That was so rude.
That's why you see, that's end of the year now learn nothing. These are some of the teachers, then we are called the problem.
So true.
But what do you want in the
I read a proverb. I think it was Confucius. I think it was Confucius that says if you are the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. The pastor need to remember that if you are the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room.
Anyhow, what is going on in the political world now? What is happening today apart from...
No, I see where the police has charged an American in relation to the massive gunfire at the wharf.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, good.
Here in Jamaica?
Yes.
Here. Oh, wow.
Right. So the work continues, the intelligence continue, and the result continue.
But it's a chance to me. Security force.
Listen to me, man. I'm so proud of them. I am so proud. So proud of my Prime Minister. It's finally coming together. Him take the beating for the past 9 years. Them beat him, go. How him gonna go sleep when the door open, windows open and door open. And see, finally, it coming to pass. It's going down. It's not there as yet. But what we're seeing is good. If the world can see right now, the World Bank has just approved Jamaica for how much million of US dollar to help.
It's a breaking news for my people. So, Delroy Williams is been selected by the Prime Minister to replace Mike Henry in Canada.
Yeah, bad man. Like it in there, like Lazarus, 4 days late.
Still breaking news for who never hear.
Yeah, man. So, it's a Williams will replace Mike Henry in Canada. I don't want to get that piece of the news.
Thank you, Nathaniel.
Yeah, man, just help update phone. So Williams will be taking over from Mike Henry.
CNN, no stop repeating breaking news till the next day.
Oh, no, I didn't get that one. What happened?
Delroy Williams are going to take over from Mike Henry.
Marcia, one got in here.
Huh?
Okay, cool.
Yeah, the World Bank has approved Jamaica for how much funding, and they call them for the middle income. They said these funds are for middle income countries. Wow. Remember first time, which part we did there? All of a sudden, 9 years, we moved from a third world country to now a middle income country. 9 years it took us. It took us 18 years to get to nothing in this world, and in 9 years. Thank you. Where they describe us, their own, the PNP own people, them describe us as, you know, if we're not careful, we become the next Haiti of the Caribbean. So now they said they can use the money for disaster, for investment, for solar. They're talking about solar, giving a tax break, so people can bring in solar power. Yep, those are the development that other countries are seeing. The World Bank, two banks in the world, two banks, the World Bank and the International Monetary Funds, IMF, two of them. One of them stole Nigel from us. One of them stole. All those companies called the SP, Standard & Poor and Fitch, and the other one, this is who the World Bank looks at, and they gave us a BB minus with positive, because you can be a BB minus and you're negative. A BB minus, stable, positive. That's the outlook for Jamaica. So when these people are gonna come and talk about, oh, the country's in a recession, the Ralston Hyman economic voodoo, where he said he rivals Alan Greenspan.
Like, I thought it was. You had internet, because it's very unstable. I don't know what the hell is happening. Yeah,
It's not just us. It's
everywhere. Okay.
Yeah, there's an issue.
I hope they sort it out soon.
Yeah.
Because I can't do
Oh, girl, what's happening from school?
Blanco.
Look at, hi guys, listen to how the gleaner worded what Nathaniel was saying. JLP recommends wholeness loyalists, Delroy Williams for Clarendon Central. This is the gleaner. This is wholeness loyalists. Wow, this is the gleaner you're talking about here. This is the gleaner, the national newspaper of the country.
Marcia.
Wholeness loyalness. Please, man.
Marcia, my comment on that was all 63 candidates are loyalists of Andrew Holness. Who Andrew Holness are going to put up? A PNP?
Wow.
All 63 candidates are loyalists of Andrew Holness. So what is the point?
But you and I can say that this is the gleaner who's supposed to give a clear, unbiased commentary of what is happening in the country. Obviously,
yeah, but being a point now make no sense. And if you read the comments, people them laugh over them, it now make no sense. Because who else is Andrew going to put up to represent him? He's going to put up somebody, when we going to put up a PNP? Somebody who is not in his camp. That doesn't make any sense.
Oh, guys,
the gleaner is lacking.
And where is
journalism
Nathaniel?
in Jamaica is dead. That's what I'm saying.
Where is Nathaniel with the breaking news? Breaking news. I don't know if you guys heard of this. I'm not good at this breaking news. New visa waiver from Dominican Republic visitor to boost regional travel. So they're saying that Dominican Republic is waiving their visa requirement.
Yeah, because them say we as a country now.
Success has many fathers. Exactly.
Yeah, and more I got to do it too.
And listen to how the Observer now word the same issue. JLP Secretariat recommends Delroy Williams to succeed Mike Henry in Clarendon Central. You see the difference between bias and unbiased, balance and unbalanced.
Well, as a response to Mark Golden, if the Jamaica Labour Party buy out the media, is one of the worst deal ever created.
Exactly. We need to go back to the money.
Need to go back with their money.
Yeah, man, full refund.
To go back for their money.
Keeper, they say you get trouble bad.
Keeper may beat up people last.
Keeper, may say you beat wicked last night. I don't know what them. I don't know what them want to say.
Never favor with the media yet.
No man, the media not the power side, none at all.
No, when Mark Golden get that something from who I tell him to say where he must say.
Because things not going his way, that's why. When things going his way, then everything is fine.
I don't believe now I see anything but the Lawrence or something like that. Or I hear not about it from TV up to now.
I just want to clarify this point where I was reading about the World Bank approving. It's a loan. Somebody was asking if it's a loan or a grant. It's a loan, and the purpose is to support reforms to improve the business environment, strengthen the resilience, and improve disaster risk management. It talks about giving money, helping with solar energy and those things. So it's a loan. It's not a grant, but it is for developing, so for middle income country, as they worded it. So the person who was asking if you're still here.
Politics, sorry.
What one? Auntie.
You say, man, this is the people that made on the platform. They tell us we must respect one another, you know, because I tell you say,
before you say that, I never want to say it, but I look at me and check the amount of labor and follow me. I want to know what I do.
But I worry yourself about them. They're not going to follow you, they're going to run back, you know, worry yourself, Papa. And in your line, but you see, they are the young people them and the middle-aged people them and the second people and the old people like me. Marcy are young, me not middle age. And I might be younger. Me put them, but you see them in respect.
Marcy are young girl. No.
Exactly, G. Keeper, speak for yourself. Don't speak on behalf of me.
When you say middle, you mean say in between.
Listen to me. Me are the Botox queen, you know, and the BBL. So excuse me. Me just change out.
You don't know what I mean, Mrs. Me not the last sister. But me tell you, everybody with whatever little piece they have.
Yeah, who you beat last night? Cause me name wicked.
No, but him go there talk about the 70s. Them are going to talk about the 70s. And none of them never lived the 70s. Me know if you Google the 70s, me there's a part of it. And
you tell them last night, man.
So me don't know how and God Almighty earth them a go come and tell me about the 80s. The 80s me I live like a queen. Can me get a work with World Bank? One little contract, 1 little 2-week work, and me go $270. And me couldn't tap count money grand market night. How me make money? Me run go a town, go buy some goods. Yeah. Right as I see I got done win the election October 31st, 1980. And me run go a town, go buy some goods. And when grand market night, me never know say grand market could have done how me make money. When me go with the $250. Yeah. So when them attack, a foolish them attack. Me leave it.
Obviously, when them attack about last night, them don't know nothing about it. Them just attack when they
know nothing about it, Betty.
That's a good thing, innit? That's me love when
when we hear you, they know me. Poor Goody up there and Goody up there and the guys them.
He might try to tell we say under Siaga government. But as some know say him don't know nothing when him attack say. Because he must say,
because when he must say that,
opposition.
and that's
In a opposition, and a Siaga make them married right with Pad.
Them married right and then something
I
there.
said, no, dog, nothing can go so. Or the opposition, because that the PMP in a power when, remember when we do that go shop, me I tell him, remember me I go shop them time there. Me I buy Pad, me I buy rice. Me I buy a chicken back. Me remember yesterday, chicken back and third meal and red peas we used to eat for Sunday dinner.
You know what the matter say, yeah, man. Because we can't understand people. And just get up and tell dating lie, so. Breaking lie, then damn lie. You know?
Siaga did CIA when Manley, him say Manley got Cuba. And the Brigadier then did that Cuba. And Siaga, America sent Siaga come here as CIA. So the girl said to him, say, Siaga they are crime at 3 months old. He said, no, nobody can tell nobody that. Because Siaga never they are crime at 3 months old.
Then Siaga the bar and playing?
Yeah. No, man, Siaga about stand. In band, but he come mother carry him back home.
Yes, then carry him home.
3 months old.
At several times, Siaga the past
and he go back and foreign, go study and
and come back.
And study and he come back and say, he no want to be American, he want to be Jamaican. So for
beat
him,
them,
why? He
beat
know
them
that.
because you know your history, you live it.
What do you mean, man? But you know, then lied why you know politics and the lied. And then say, turn up.
Good morning, good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
Enjoy the discussion, but I just want to share something with you.
Right,
Me campaigning in my campaigning in my office every single day. I take bus my campaign. I don't have my car. I rather take the bus because some I meet people. And I know Kingston my campaign every day. Me have a particular co-worker. Right? When we get our salary increase, to be honest, I'm happy for it. Right? And when him get film salary increase, he's at the manager level, one level above me. And film salary is shy that of probably a parliamentarian. Right? A member of parliament, I should say. And him a strong PNP. So me have to tell him, say, listen, you're ungrateful na ass. Zin, and the next thing me a reason with him about, me I said to him, somebody who's a labor right to work with him say, oh, what them do, Courtney? What PNP do? What labor right there? Oh, you know what I got through? So she said, where you got through? In the 1980s, Pad married with saltfish and whatsoever. So I said 1980s. I said me born 1980. Hold on. I said me born 1983. Right? Me grow at St. James until me at 3 and come back when me a 3-year-old. And from me about 4 or 5 year old, my mother, me know what the shop there, my mother send me go shop. Me never experienced them something there. So how you experience that in the 1980s? Me say my mother would have tell me those things. And my mother strong PNP. And my father would have told me those things. My father had to leave Jamaica in the 1990s because him say it would be too rough and tough to take care of 2 boy people. Me couldn't understand what my father mean until when me became an adult and start realizing I saw interest rate it flipping high. It challenging for people get even known for deal with certain things. People should take their money and put on fixed term or fixed deposit and collect the 40 and 50% interest rate. And what happened? Businesses stifled. Businesses had to close because nobody could have paid back them the interest rate there. What kind of economic management and what them people that want some beating? For me, economics is my politics. I eat my reason with people every single day. Who can run my economy in a way so that my mortgage not go up on me. You understand? That I want to worry about more than anything else.
Remember, you know, majority of the persons, or some of the persons then, they weren't as educated as now to understood the policies, the economic policies and the implication of what the government was doing. Since the reason why they were able to fool them for so long, because them tell them all sort of bull crap. And people didn't have no internet for say them are going to research and find out information for themselves because access to information was not there. And when Bruce Golding come in, and put in the Access to Information Act, so that persons are able to get information from the various archives, etc., so they can learn for themselves about how government work. Remember, they will keep people them oppressed.
Excuse me, Papa. Let me tell you something. You see them a youth here now. Nobody, a few years on this, nobody can tell them nothing.
Right.
Because them in a free time or little later after me, or before me, after me. We they're not idiot, but let me tell you, no fool no day again. No fool no day again. Them a people, them a kids nowadays, and them a young people, them intelligent, them know where to find it, they know where to give you. And you can't fool them.
We have to do what we have to do, you know. That's why we have to stand up firm, you know. We have to stand up firm and even the PNP them right now, because you see, if we not set it with our picnic and our picnic them, the same thing where our parents go through and left we inner, and that our picnic.
One thing me say, you can't fool the youth. You can't be like how they fool you that the cow jump over the moon. No,
let me remind them. Let me remind them. Morning, afternoon, how do? Me say, me heart full at the same time, but I'm bad fool enough. It's full because me hear beekeeper say one thing, and I mean I say the same thing to other young people. Things where them have to Google. Me not have to Google like I born before Jamaica become independent. You understand? Me. And let me tell you something. When I tell people about the shopkeep, the shopping tickets that when you buy things they have to marry, me did it on both sides of the fence because whilst I was a consumer like everybody else, my daddy run one shop.
Yeah.
So me I do him married in.
Yeah.
Me happy to it. I mean not do it legal give me skill because I get instructions to follow. It was in the 70s. The election was the 30th of October 1980. I remember me tell you, say, after the celebration and the drum up and down and the broom sweeping out and all that something. No married again. Give 1 week, everybody get everything what they want.
For real, General, for real, man.
I was there.
Yeah, man. Me did it to man. Me live it to man.
Afternoon.
And then we say, you see the breaking of the cycle of poverty is not easy for everybody, but I see where Andrew is doing everything to stop that because when he bringing a program now, I mean if I hope you call it where the children that born to the part pick them now, but part parents are now. They will open that fund, that saving fund, whatever. To make sure so when they reach the age of 18, $800,000 is there. $800,000 if the dollar continues to what it is, it will still be a lot of money. I was saying, I don't know what the future brings as far as that's concerned.
But not only that, if that $800,000 they can go learn to invest $800 million.
But here the purposes and the thoughts. This is why I rate this man. Here the purposes and the thought behind it. You can either further your education.
Yeah.
Put a roof over your head, start to get away from start to get a roof over your head. Buy tools or invest in your new profession where you probably get from going to heart or wherever. Or invest it.
Yeah, man, them have options.
So what you do now, remember your parents did poor, that's why you did on part. I just broke you, I said, because that the man there or that the girl there, no woman there, will now be able to get a springboard to go out in her life. If you're going to make something out of that, if them picking on go through the struggles when them go through. What if you understand me? I say, no, this is now 2024, 2025. And we are talking about 18 years from now. What are that? 2040 yard? You know, say, where the man brain there, brother?
Yeah, man.
Well, you say, where the man brain there?
Yeah, man, praise the man.
I want to know, man. Yo, so many people will come back and try to pull wool over people here with them with rhetoric and ask something. They better go in one corner and go sit down where they say no, because this can't stop.
I have never heard on any platform one PNP come out and say, my MP tell me say me can go down there so go take advantage of that thing they were going down there.
They not tell them.
The MP, but you know what them a do? Them a people. send go do it, but them are hold on the youths, them will not understand what I want. And that them are doing. So you always have a set of youths where you say, nothing now go on for them, and all the government and do them now benefit from it because the PMP them now open up the youth them eye to walk on the country. It is for them, it is for their benefit.
Good afternoon, good afternoon.
But one point more jump onto, you know, me have a little idiot thing there, you know, where you call it, member of parliament named Fitzjackson, you know. The man come like say I cut off him nose to spite him face. Because I don't understand this. I can do it. I don't support him, but if him want, I know say he can't win the next election because this is how I see it. The whole of the road them in St. Catherine South, basically a paper to left, right and center. When you go big grab side of fix road, Terry Long a fix road. So what you want to say? I told JLP in a power, everybody get them constituency fund development money. And them get additional money.
Yeah, the spark
right?
is divided
road and help out people. And him now want the jack shit of what people up on their life and see it. Me no know how me not start buying new tire yet. Every minute we jump in one patrol, me I worry. Every minute. So it's a PNP, they wouldn't want to do nothing good for nobody and don't want to tell nobody nothing for benefit them when JLP in a power because they want things look bad. Fitzjackson, you have to go down now.
He might go down. He better hold up his face from now. He might go down.
Them like one time. None of them. All who did silent get more silent. All who did make nice and go down the nice and turn down the loudspeaker and turn down. You can't really hear them. And Angela Brown teeth. Now watch her on the interview where Martin did the one. The only thing left she should was draw a take off her jacket and cover over her face. Cause like she said, what me I do right here so?
You did see it? Exactly so. Exactly so.
Me say woman look confused your fart. Like if I say what? You don't know what I go.
Good afternoon, people. Good afternoon, people.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, my little two, you know. We can't go back to the 70s, you know, because if we go back to that, you know, brother, no probably I go dead out. Like that, them want to go back to. The 90s was bitter, but the 70s to me was just as bad. I remember when I go to high school in the 70s, brother. Me turn Hamilton, my throat sore.
And Green Man go assault.
Yeah, me turn Hamilton, my throat sore, brother. Sometimes mommy can't find it. It turn camel mix with sugar in there and turn. So when you're done, you know, have no salt in your drink, sugar and water till you're weak.
What sugar? Used to come in a kerosene pan.
Like kerosene tin, yes. We used to go to the Union and them place the time I used I was my MP them time there. When Mr. Charles and all. Some life, brother, them time there when you go up shop and you want 1 pound of flour, stay free and married with flour. Eh? Stay free, woman, sanitary, not father, what them call
it. Me young, Hollander, Avil, G Keeper, and Clean Green, me young. So, how PMP put it on JLP? Tell me that. Because me I grew up at JLP, me used to do it.
General, that's what they
lie
do.
that.
That them do.
In the late 60s, Yoshia was the prime minister. That man was the MP for me them days. But me I look at you them time the MP for my year, Southeast Clarendon. Me Barnard. See? So and after him, some PMP people come in the 70s. Win election all the thief in one of them bunting the dung the one I tell.
No, but when I tell me, I say how, because to be honest, it to me it kind of stick on the JLP more than the
What's the question info?
Yeah.
What I'm saying, growing up, hearing people talk, me think on a JLP leadership. As since me start, as since me start come for live, me start talk to no. I wanna make me know say I'm not JLP. So me I say how we stick on JLP? Because we can't go around.
Let me explain.
All right. Hold on.
Politics, I'm going to tell you what I'm tell you. I'm just tell you something. One night, my mother said, I'm just fix this now. My mother tell me, say, right?
Exactly.
My mother tell me, say, but people say, a labor right, basically. No, even when PNP, a labor right, I tell the business people them to do this, a labor right, black off the food, a labor right, do this. That is the narrative, them there. That them there do. And then, that is what them there do.
Let me explain. You see the method that they use now is the same method was being used, but because we never have so much channels and avenues for get the rhetoric spread, then it doesn't work with word amount. We print it in the Gleaner 2-3 times, it become gospel because we did only have the Gleaner. And one time we never did have Observer yet. We have Gleaner and we have RJR and JBC.
And the Star.
And the Star. So when I say no, they were masters of repeating the lie and spreading it on the ground. Them good, like, you know, like when them have them little we don't have cluster meeting also. We have a group of 15-20 people. Them give them the medicine right there, so and them go down and walk, and the next person they see the conversation talk, because this is all them. If when the person will get the information, meet somebody else up the road, that is the conversation about when them just hear from, oh yes, I true, so Mass Aldrich son tell me, and that's what Miss Mary daughter tell me little while, I true. You understand what I say? So they were very skillful in doing it.
Did you know?
I'm sure that I mean you should believe it, yet me know it's not true.
All right, did you know?
From 2016 until now, this election year, the election area, are the most information labor right ever get to put out in the public domain.
True.
This election we are run, the election you want to run.
That's true.
That is true.
And the most information labor right ever put out in the public domain. Don't think the people are here now are the first them are here. They never hear them something in their life.
Very true. Did you know that PNP is a master manipulator when it comes to lies?
Yeah, man, but I'm master, man.
All right, did you know? All right, may say something. But I may also jump off. I may say something. You know that in the late 70s, when them eyed up a lot of food stuff.
Yes.
And because them did everything they intention to win. When them lose, a lot of those food stuff have to go down.
Yes.
Because we done have them and them
before that.
And US street. It was
not the phone loud enough.
All that.
Beekeeper, G-keeper like an airport. G.
Yeah, man, a lot of food stuff them did up, man. A lot of things have to done, man. When you look, some people like that, some old seal.
But guys, one of the things we not different. I don't remember who, but our man, this guy Carter. When I try to have Carter on the live as a senior, and we tell Carter, say, defend yourself, Carter, because we never another hear there. And Carter really couldn't defend himself.
So what kind of person Carter is?
Chris Carter is a JLP when they on the program.
I'm going to tell another thing to you know. I'm going to tell another thing.
He couldn't defend himself in what way? What was the conversation about?
The same conversation.
What is his age? We need to find out his age.
No. Well, I understand info. But let me explain something to you. Although we were all around at the time, you have the person who live in a Kingston, you have the person who live in Montego Bay, the person who live in Black River, and different aspects of the same. But so my experience, you notice nobody is not talking about the shopkeeper and they say that was my experience. Yeah, another person, another experience. If you put it all together, you realize what's going on. Because the people in Kingston, you know, especially Kingston, they was very successful in spreading the propaganda, you know. In a Kingston.
What's the next thing I want the PMP them do? In a 1988, when Gilbert blew up,
yeah,
the PMP them run us. I think for Mr. Siaga said Mr. Siaga take the zinc them and give to PM.
Pure labor right. Yes.
That them use to win the election, you know.
And guess what? This is the stop point.
Who the zinc scandal come out, man?
PMP.
And
listen to me.
Because them get a portion of zinc and them take it give to them thugs.
All right, look here.
Election.
Right, tap up the screen. Share the
back little earlier they know when we had the situation about the poison flour, lionhead flour. Who remember about lionhead flour? Lionhead flour was a brand of flour. It's coming at the white flour bag them, you see? Where most
where people make cause bird eye if not
I my grandmother used to use and make
nappy
pants.
Good. So let me say to you now.
Nappy and pants.
There was a poisoning of some people who consumed the flour in 1970. Something I don't know exactly right, but in the 70s. Anyhow, me as a youth, I work where I do so we did stop sell flour. Everybody in Jamaica stop sell flour because I think it's about 16 or 17. And I never did know say the PMP didn't say boy afterwards say a CIA I try price now the PMP them. Don't remember you know if you have something like flour where you go sell to the public or you go the government decided say the flour was done. Come on, them say I see I got with big CIA come a poison of PMP people. Can you imagine? And me hear people talk about that a couple years ago. People talk about that. And a simple little Google search can tell you the reality of what I got. Just type it in there.
If you ever go back and look for Siaga mineral, yo, that's something that grieved me right up to today. You may talk about it.
What happened?
When PMP them come out and attack say, oh, Siaga is a good man. And when they do to Siaga, yo.
Yes.
For public TV, the man they attack that. Yo, can't
they
believe
should be ashamed of themselves.
When people, whether you want to believe it or not, it's the same thing they're trying to do with Andrew. But guess what? Andrew is resilient and stand up on a rock. And Andrew have the whole of the road that can back it. Then they tell them to say, I don't have the voices for the road to back up like this.
Andrew Wallace is a godsend.
I tell you, man.
Is a godsend. Andrew Wallace sent. Just like how Jesus got to send Moses for the children of Israel down to Egypt. And then did ungrateful. I see him where so God sent Andrew to save Jamaica people like how them ungrateful.
Nah, ungrateful to him, you know. Okay.
Some of them are ungrateful, you're fucked.
I'm a few, and the Umatin told we left from out of Egypt, the promised land. Few. And I see something with them people that today I can't believe me still hear people say they hate and do all this because nothing now go on in the country. I can't believe people really out there say that. And just yesterday, PNP in a power, PNP in a power, what up the country. And the people have a ball, and a ball say they want to change. Bounty killer say, poor people fed up. All the cartel song they want to sing. Both government time and PNP time. I mean, they want to put back PNP in a power.
2016, me think say everybody a jump on the wagon for the boy. Prosperity. When you hear about the 1.5 million or something. I'm going to power and talk to somebody and say, yo, all your thing, right? Andrew can run country. That was his response to me. He said, okay. You know, we see. You know, because them the time the women compete against. Me not disrespect Portia Sims. Or Portia Sims that some people around her would never did that bar interest at all. You know, so every one of them people for the team have Andrew interest at all.
I use Portia.
I use her, yes.
And then the one use this and find out what they are trying to do.
By the way, you hear what she said? You hear what she said? She said she don't have a drive back no PMP at all or nothing. She didn't say she going to drive the game. Don't get me wrong. She says she's got to find a way on which she can mediate, have both sides working together and make sure she will have a contribution to the nation of the billion station because she loves what she's seeing now. You understand what that means?
Yo, the man is wicked. Yo, Mr. PMP government are the wickedest government. No government no wicked than PMP government. None. Not in Jamaica, not in Cuba, not in America. Nowhere else no government not there. Not even the other country that was part, they kill us too much in the for them. That government they know wicked like PMP government. PMP government are the wickedest government. What do they must say?
Wicked as frick. Wicked. I can't tell them, I can't show you our vibes. 2012 when the figure them win. When they win the election. But they are my office. And me, I have some closet PNP. Me never know say them people are PNP. Me say them walk God. You seen at the office, you know. With cardboard box, you know, until the woman to pack up and leave, you know, me at a junior staff, you know. And then walk out the other manager up and I say, I first me see this in my life. Me nervous, you frig. Me not get no opportunity. Me forgot Washington for a training and the woman take it and get a PNP person in office and then me never know so them people are PNP and the people they mock with day in and day come, day out. And it's the time comes up here whenever talk about time come, me no want to see it again. So no for who at work. You better know what up against if you don't go to vote and vote properly too and vote for the right party. It's gonna happen again if you don't go out and vote properly. Yeah? Me not unite.
May I tell some youth, this is what PMP do when they win. PMP win, they say they have to freeze the public sector way. They know what them do. The office, they have an assistant manager. They make another office for assistant manager there. So them say them a create job, you know. Them a create job. So one time you have 5 assistants to 1 manager.
Shower labor rights.
Big up, professional.
Yes, man.
PNP are wastage, man. Wastage.
Hey. Yeah,
I wanna follow the pace, stop the screen, put to a 50K and then we start again. Like we keep it live.
You may talk off my mic there.
Yeah man, go ahead.
Yeah man. Me are one of them labor rights where me are more labor right than Bustamante. Because Bustamante never ride on a bus stop yet. I don't think he ever ride on a bus stop before.
Most rich. Guys said some gift to man. Let me meet you and go.
I don't think Bustamante ever ride on a bus stop yet. I'm ride on a whole heap. Got some whole heap of meeting. But I tell you we're going in the 70s because I live the 70s. I never eat turn Carmel so yet. Every shop you go, the people they hide is sitting them. I married the things them. And after the election, man, I tell you, nothing never shot at Jamaica again. So when you hear people come talk about in the 80s, I lie them I tell. Everything happening in the 70s. So anybody here come up and talk about 80s, nothing go so. But PMP is a propaganda machine from long time, you know.
Them learn it from the Soviet Union, you know. Them learn it from Cuba and the Soviet Union, you know. So,
Yeah.
you understand?
Say they might blame it on Siago, say Siago did that boycott the things them from coming in, but not never go so. Or if you run country as a prime minister and make opposition sabotage you. You understand? So a propaganda machine, man. PMP are one of the worst thing ever happened to Jamaica, man. I tell you. Worst thing. And the worst thing ever happened is when they make PMP win back 1989. The biggest mistake that.
Remember companies like Home Electrics, you know.
Any
Course,
that never happened, I tell you,
Electrics and
Jamaica would be a first world Caribbean island, man.
You don't know how we lose 89.
Yeah.
September, 88 and by December.
Yeah, man.
This Christmas that I last Christmas that I remember. That 1938 Christmas and the last Christmas when you remember. And then the territory just come in.
This is the Marcus Garvey drive where all of the factory they use today, all of them. And in the 90s then closing up. Zinc factory, steel factory, salt factory, all of them factory they even serve well. And I think a serve well used to do the assembly for the two of them, right? Yeah. Something like I think. Yeah, all them there sitting there. Marcus Garvey drive it full of factory, you know, man.
Home Electrics.
And I 90s, you know, man. Remember,
90s.
Yeah.
Remember, man.
Remember in the 80s when you see ladies that come from work from free zone in the 80s. When you look on a 3 mile, it's like a sea with woman.
Well, but me live a Portmore them time. Me still live a Portmore. Me I tell you, me I go KC them time there. The bus there. It was challenge. It was a challenge to me to get bus to come on my yard because the bus turn back right out of 3 mile. Turn back and them time the bus man I make a killing man.
Yeah, man. Right? Me never know so much man live that Jamaica to when you got a free zone and say woman. Yeah? And in the 90s everything closed down. DJ taxi people them have to run away.
When I say, them a go white name there. Them a go force the employer them to raise minimum to pay more than the minimum wage. I see same thing them do around with people outside country.
Yeah, right.
I run with the investors them out of the country. That's why the country mash up in the 90s there.
PMP one of the worst thing ever happened, man. One of the worst thing ever happened to Jamaica, man. All my district come from in a Senton. In the 70s, a whole heap of youth from my district going at the brigadista, you know. Whole heap of youth from my area going at the brigadista, you know, and go to Cuba, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
My uncle run Jamaica in the 1990s because him and one of them man them we carry the M16 rifle them for the Cuban them go drop them in a blood north Painland, and by the time 7 o'clock two of the youth them dead with 2 M16 rifle because police clap them down, and my uncle said things every Ross, what is the fuck me gonna do? And my uncle after I hide left, right and center because you know Labour right find out say him involved in things. And them time the people there fight still. And my uncle after hide, and in the 90s my uncle have run gobble out now for, and my uncle said Jesus and peace, he never know where he get himself, you know. So me have family have first hand experience in I fuck where PNP go win.
Yeah, man,
so
yeah, man.
Come tell me say PNP no wicked.
Hey, let me tell you something. A brigadista me talk this. The best way to kick off a door is not from the lock, you know. It's from the inches. A brigadista me say that. And when you take a stock, are really true. If you want to kick a door and make it fly, kick it from the inches, not from the lock. Yeah, man.
Them go get them training.
Yeah, man, I'm going to train, man, me I tell you.
Or for spread propaganda that I want to training and then get to, you know.
Yeah.
Hey, them man are dangerous, no pussy. We tell people say PNP are gang, you know. And people don't believe me, you know. Gang. Oh. Organized crime, them black criminal, them be.
More like a cult.
Yeah.
Where's
It's
organized?
a cult, yeah.
Oh,
It's a cult party.
look how the man then live. Look what the 14 constituents were PNP responsible for. Just look how the 14 constituents them feel. And those that never take over. But PNP been running for decades. Compare those communities today to the 14 constituents PNP them up. And you would show PNP live.
Let me tell you how ungrateful them is, man. You see, I set a house where they at Torrington Park, right there in the comprehensive clinic.
Yeah.
I see I go build a scheme there, you know. The whole of them house there, you know. And I pay PMP of them, you know. Then I'm out goal in constituency, you know. The whole of them house there, I see I go build them, you know. Because I remember when them a build. Yeah. I can't tell him nothing about no JLP.
I'm gonna tell you, see a lot I tell you, some people come like, you know, like some woman, sorry for say it. The man who thump her in her face and beat her up and that the man she loving her. See one who wash her foot and she get her man. She's scanning right there. I saw some of them Jamaican people yesterday.
Yeah man. Some people just love the abuse, you know. They care what you do them. Them not left you.
Every uplifting woman in one another country and they one understand. Every uplifting woman that you can think of that every beneficiary. Alright. Even if the PFP and pocket and institute and the JLP government come in for make it of use.
Hey, if you want a PMP,
Them come in, them take the things them, rebrand them, and say a PMP bring it in.
Yeah. If you want a PMP get mad and start cuss, you see? Tell a PMP say a labor right build more school in Jamaica. Tell a PMP say a labor right build more school.
Yeah, them always like a long bad thing.
Yeah man, yeah, them not like hear them thing there. When they tell them say a labor right build more school in Jamaica, them a tell us a lie you tell. Yeah man.
And then
it's on.
You know, I'm not them argument.
I tell people saying under labor means the interest rate go single digit in my lifetime. And at 2010, that time blood now Omar Davis would have murder with that interest rate. So I don't want nobody come tell me about PNP no for manage country. This either one named Dayton Campbell. I got talk about him I got impose tax for imported food or whatever it be. So when you do that, inflation no go up. I want to counter inflation, the friggin' interest rate. I want to am to my mortgage. Hey, them for go, you know. Them for fucking go. Sorry for bad word, them for go, man. Because them with any policy them come in with, it crush the economy and make people life rough and hard. Any policy, because them don't know what to do. They don't know how to manage no economy and put no proper policy in place to make sure that the economy is stable and grow in a nice way over time. It's a shit then.
What instance that the man have? To pull them pocket, come in and pull them back. They don't business nothing else. Nothing else, them not business.
And I love for country.
as far as what me see, you see that incident that happened with the PMP them at Stony Hill around a Palwell constituency, them two incidents there. You see, if I did labor right side that happened to, them would have killed with. Me I tell you that Dayton Campbell would have go up on stage every day and talk about it. Any hour did labor right, like what Sylvia do. Any hour did labor right, man, me I tell you.
Yeah, man, a real thing.
Me I talk about them would have take you and beat with. JLP couldn't see back Jamaica house.
All of them thief in there where them are going with it. All of them up there where them are thief, and them are thief, and you can't ask them about it. That could not never government.
I'm not going go on a thing on a about youthful exuberance in Palwell. I'm not saying Palwell is a thief, I would never say that. But a whole heap of foolishness Palwell going with. Coming on a proof of one thief, but a whole heap of mismanagement and foolishness Palwell going with. And you come to about youthful exuberance. And much friggin' thing. A whole heap of mismanagement and foolishness Palwell going with. And you come to about youthful exuberance. Much friggin' thing. Mismanagement and foolishness Palwell going with. And you come to about youthful exuberance. Much friggin' thing. Somebody else hear me or something?
And then the next thing I'm gonna find out, every woman when I try date and I'm a PMP, me have to live in because I'm not ambition, you know. Every woman when I try date and I'm a PMP, me have to live in because I'm not ambition, you know. Every
You about your mic, brother. Echo, brother, you have to go out and come back. Echo, brother. Yes, my people. So, you know,
Yes,
the Prime
yes.
Minister was present this morning at the press briefing, my people, and, you know, I'm surprised the female them this morning because, you know, it's the International Women's Day coming up, which is the 8th of March. Yeah, I mean, the female them are surprised this morning at the press release, you know. Yes, man, in touch every all of them in the room, like a small gift, you know, showing appreciation to them, you know. Yes, man. Man, it was a very informative press briefing this morning, you know. Yeah, man, so I want to shout out to the Prime Minister. And I also want to a special shout out to Mr. Nigel Clark over there in Washington, D.C., you know. Yeah, man. They can't tap call, you know, Mr. Clark. I use the one that set the foundation. Big up man like man a yard. The great one. Charlie Sharp. Man, big up on yourself. And I hope and pray that your basket will never empty. Yeah. Uno was the one who bring back Jamaica from the dead. Bring it back to life. Yeah, it was not for you, Mr. Shah, Mr. Clark. Who now have our sweet Jamaica back today. Good evening and morning. I must congratulate that Jamaica will make the right choice in 2016 to elect Prime Minister Andrew Michael Wallace to rescue the country. But man, I want to shout out to them great ones there.
Yeah, as me said earlier, I try to date a girl and I realize that she a PMP. Come here, ask her, and the answer where she give me, I realize that I'm take a stock now. Say she not work. So I ask her, I say, so why not try to get a job, or you know, there's so many things that go on in Jamaica. She said nothing now go on. I said that girl in her 40s. I go soon, not far from 50. And before the girl try and do something, the girl just sit down and I come to me and say, nothing now go on. I say, a foreign me live in Philadelphia, and me know say things are going. So how she that Jamaica and I come to me and say, nothing now go on. I look how far me there and know say things are going. You understand?
Yeah, echo the sentiments I PMP them around our man.
Yeah, man. PMPism, or as how the Prime Minister they put it. PMPism.
Non-ambition people, them man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Non-ambition. Them not have
the whole of the young people, them man. One thing me grudge them for now. Me grudge them because if me was for them age. Cause remember when me did young, me never have them an opportunity where them are young people they have, man.
Let me talking. Every day me talking say you today no have no excuse to come out of school without a trade. None. The young people them have today no have no excuse to go take up gun.
A wicked and wicked, man. Wicked and wicked. Yeah, that's where I'm going. I'm going another day.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Everything get passed a while ago. Yeah, man. Anybody else go take up gun and talk about them do certain things, man. A wicked and wicked, man.
Workless and workless. Work.
Don't tell me about nothing not go on. How you mean say nothing not go on?
Nobody can tell me that.
That's why.
I can't show you vibes, you know. I show no vibes. See, I said Spanish Town, St. Catherine here, that's right in front of Africa, there, so, near Dela. There's some construction that go on there, so, and I can tell us if the PNP in a power, they would allow for them gang members and for them people, them for just mash up the nobody would ever think to come put in a certain establishment in a Spanish Town. You see how the government can run things? make the people them realize that listen up, in order for the country grow, development have to go on. And you, Mr. Go, you can't go to Spanish Town Hospital where you don't build up nothing. And talk about extortion.
No.
The Prime Minister, they don't want them.
The government can send the right signal each and every time. Either you meet your judge, meet the judge, or meet your maker. I'm support that 110%.
Let me go into one that little history where happening in the 70s with me and others. Whole heap of people. You know, because we couldn't get sugar. You know what we have to do? Get little tea, go to school at morning time. We have to beat the cane and ring it. Cause, you know, you have to beat the cane them time there. You beat the cane and ring it and get the juice out tight and warm it on the fire. And that we use for tea in the 70s. Yeah, man. Don Carmel and Gungo. Sunday day dinner that. Some serious time, man, I tell you. We live it, you know, we live it. I tell people say, me am more labourer than Bustamante. I don't think Bustamante ever ride on bus stop yet. And I relieve Kingston and I go and meet all of me pen. And bus stop with them on another one. Yeah, man. Now bus full. Motorcade. Gone all board. Me leave all Kingston and go motorcade, go we a Sentence Bay. We go Stone Hill and we go Nato Bay. And we leave Nato Bay. We stop at Port Maria. After we stop at Port Maria, we go Rocobessa. We stop at Rocobessa. And the next stop was Sentence Bay. Talk about bus stop with the pan. Those were the days.
These are the days of Elijah.
Let me ask a question. I don't know if nobody can answer this. These are my opinions still. After Andrew win the election, it's not about no if. When him win the election, he will come up. I don't think him should, after him do like a 3-year out tight, him should just resign and pass it on to somebody.
No.
And just go rest.
No.
The man work hard, the man.
No, but in young. I know, old man. What we think you know say? If he could have just, as in winning election, getting mandate, he got taking salary. At that moment, you say he deserves every flipping penny.
Yeah.
If you don't mind, I've been taking retroactive, but if as I feel this is, I mean, let me say that.
Yeah.
And that no one seen though. The man,
Yeah.
the man, the least paid person in the parliament.
Yeah, man. As in win, man, by the next year, man, and take it. Yeah.
Since I didn't go without it, because it's a two-year ad. Go without it.
Yeah.
Go into election. As you win, so I swear in. Announce. Be ready for the salary.
Don't wait. Yeah, don't wait.
Don't wait. Don't make no time pass. As soon as you swear in, announce.
Yeah.
Yeah, be ready for the salary now.
Yes.
Right? Mark going to $20 million a year. For what?
But money when Mark say, the money when Mark say now take and I'm going to take you and give some.
He took every penny, sir.
The
charity that he said he was going to give it for a few more charity there, and he not put none in there.
Me not hear no, but all the journalists them.
He take him money.
Me not hear the journalists them.
No, they not say that. They don't say that. They say Andrew statutory declare you can't certify. And that they must say they're full of shit like crab. I want him to take every penny that is due to him. He deserves every flipping penny. All right. If I'm not ready to retire, but I say, Andrew Young, Andrew can't do 2 more terms easy.
You know, I can't do this. What me I say?
Listen, I don't want to take
Prime Minister never work like him, man.
I don't want to take no
chance. Being tired, I know, man.
I want Jesus, I want Jesus Christ, one day till no. One broke until God says so. Okay. What do you want? Me not take no chance.
Tired, the man working, man.
Being tired. Do you know that he can go and leave?
Every day the man the road the one.
He can go and leave. When the time come, he can take one time off and go chill. Take up his wife with him and go somewhere, go relax for a while and make it whosoever deputy and whosoever run the government a couple of weeks. Make him man go, him man strong and young, you see man healthy man and fit man. Okay, I mean, and him not gonna do it neither. Him that the man there in the ready for start and feeling the kind of thing. I'm young and ready, man. Minimum 2 more terms this man again. So you think I do term alone the minimum.
2 more.
Minimum. By the time they're ready for the Jamaica can't fix again. Jamaica just fixed already. Hello? Yeah, man. Well, you understand, say, you know, some people don't understand the whole salary thing. They don't realize, say, yo, the people that are really hypocrite at first, them and them say they never have no problem with it, you know. When they realize, say, some people who don't understand, show you out in the media and kind of something, you know, and jump on bandwagon. You say, boy, race, see them can score some points. That time them honor, they take care. The only socialist that came out and spoke about it and agreed with it in wholeheartedly publicly from public record was Lisa Hanna. Lisa Hanna. Yeah. A matter of fact, not even the rest of the JLP one, them never even come out, make no comments upon it neither. They weren't strong enough. The only person who said it was, who agreed with it and said something was Mrs. Owens herself, and of course the Minister of Finance had to be defending it.
Yeah.
Nobody else never come out and say that.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question again. Clark not dead no more. But if Andrew should have stepped down, who do you think could have do a good job as Prime Minister? I see quite a few choices, and let me tell you why I see Floyd Green, I see Tufton, I see Colonel Charles Jr. Those are 3 will come to me straight up. We could do it. So,
Floyd Green is a very brilliant young man.
It's not only, so I'm telling you, I just name out 3. Right? All we'd have to do after that is take a close and look at them when we're done and make a choice. But see 3 right this up. And I'm sure we probably have overlooked some people. But then the 3 they're always at the front of my head.
But them not say we're not a leader.
Who's this, sir? We have leaders. Let me tell you something, you see. You see, right now, if you don't play, well, yeah, in politics and sports, you watch football like me. My football team,
right now, I'm there, I watch football.
I wish I go on there now.
Aston Villa Club Brugge.
You yeah, how you call it? Listen to me now. Listen to me now. Liverpool are my team from a 10-year-old, right? And Liverpool team,